What's up, everybody? We're going right to the prayer. They just start a little earlier than that. Oh well, here we go. Do, do, do.
And here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from South Carolina VFW auxiliary soloist, Karen Camera.
Go, Karen!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Green flag for the NASCAR Xfinity Series is just around the corner. We'll get the engines fired here at NASCAR's oldest speedway next.
All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out. We got the pre-race ceremonies in. We just the prayer, but that's okay. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. We would love for you to be part of our 21,000 subscriber here, and also in the pin message. We're raising money today for type 1 diabetes on part of Anthony Alfredo and Our Motorsports. If you would like to click that link, it is a private link. It has nothing to do with me, and all that benefits will go through. And if you want to put in racing, CeeLo Racing, as so it knows when who the debate where it came from on a certain area. So see if you guys don't have any money, we totally get it. But if you do have some extra money to give to type 1 diabetes, please put it in the pin message there. Click on that link. It'll take you to self-explanatory really quick. And I can show it to you. Actually, if you click on the link, this is the website right here. And you can donate as much as you want for whatever you want to put. You have a custom link as well. And then you just hit that continue button. But if you could help us out, help out Tom with Our Motorsports and Anthony Alfredo. This is going to be his sponsor next week at Atlanta. We just won't be on next week, so that's why we're doing it here now. But if you would like to help with Beyond Type 1, please help us with the fundraiser, and that's awesome. So thank you so much, guys, for doing that. And let's get back to some racing. Let's take a look. Christopher Bell on the pole here. Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, AJ Allmendinger, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Brandon Jones. My dark horse pick, Brandon Jones. Let's see here. What else? Riley Herbst, Parker Retzlaff, Parker Klingerman, Sammy Smith, and let's see here. Corey Heim, Ryan C. Corey Heim in that 26. This field is full of talent today. Let's see. We got Anthony Alfredo, Fast Pasta. Let's go. Joe Graff in that 19. Chase Elliott in 17. Jeb Burton 27th. Joey Logano 15th. Kyle Weatherman 19th. 20th. Justin Allgaier 21st. Cole Custer. Matt Benedetto in 22nd. Jesse Love 23rd. Ross Chastain 24th. Jeremy Clements 25th. SVG 26th, 27th Carson Quaffle, 28th Brendan Poole, 29th Noah Gregson, 30th Josh Williams, 31st Kyle Sieg, 32nd Blaine Perkins, 33rd Leland Honeyman, 34th Ryan Ellis, 35th David Starr, Garrett Smithley, 36th, 37th Chad Fincham, and 38th Greg Van Alst. So there is your link. Let me get the cameras up for you guys so we can watch this race together. Be ready to go here. 1 second, y'all. Let me get it going. Battle cam, here we come. The battle cam. There's that. Let me get that for you guys. All right, so we get the commercial out of the way. And here we go.
He said, well, I just didn't get into turn 1 very well, and by the time I got through 1 and 2, I was overly cautious in turns 3 and 4. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hard at the beginning. I'm going to get at the spots quickly that I can. Then I'm just going to chill for a while and then try to charge hard at the end of the stage and get some more stage points. That's the Justin Allgaier plan, Marty.
Day before this year, Darlington was unlike anything Shane Van Gisbergen had seen in his entire career. But he was really respectable in the spring, and he made an interesting point to me. This is the first time he's coming back to an intermediate track for the second time. He told me, when I come to tracks for a second time, that's where I need to be pushing a little bit more and expecting better results. We'll see what SVG can deliver today, Kim.
Well, Marty, Sheldon Creed had an outstanding qualifying effort and will start from the front row. His best starting position in 6 races here. When I talked to Sheldon today, he told me he thinks this is the best car he has had here since the summer of 2022 when he finished second. And a lot of effort went into preparing this car. He said they were not good in this year's spring race, so there was no way they could come back with what they had. The team's been preparing this car for a few weeks, and it paid off. Sheldon notched his 11th runner-up finish a couple of weeks ago in Michigan. Maybe today is the day he breaks through for his first Xfinity Series win.
So, DJ, if you're a bubble driver, do you expect to get a little extra courtesy from the Cup Series drivers in the field today?
Oh, yeah, you're going to get some because that's the professionals that they are. But don't think they're just going to pull over or not race you hard because you're going to get everything they have.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. If you look in the mirror, and if they look in the mirror and see you run them down, yeah, they're going to get out of your way. If you're racing that final lap or those final few laps for position, there's no respect, baby. It's a win.
Should be an interesting one in Darlington today. Let's get the engines fired here at the track. Too tough to tame. Darlington Raceway, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Please welcome VFW National Commander Hal Roche.
On behalf of the veterans of foreign wars, all the veterans, military, and their families, drivers, start your engines!
Four races left in the regular season. One of the most coveted trophies in all of NASCAR on the line today. A lot to play for in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We'll get the green flag next on USA.
Have I been on mute the whole entire time? I'm so sorry about that. So here it is. We got all the cams. We're ready to go. Sorry about that. We got all the cams. This is Christopher Bell. We got Christopher Bell. And we got we're just getting all the commercials out of the way. This is Jeb Burton. and this is SVG. And then we also have a battle cam right here as well. So thank you guys so much. I mute things so I can hear other things. But if you're going to ask if we can make the screen bigger, no, we cannot. You can go to NASCAR.com and check these out here as well. All of them are for free. You got 3 cams plus the aero cam and the battle cam. All of it you can watch on NASCAR.com. But we're going to bring you the live audio of the USA, and also we'll have the live leaderboard here and all that stuff. Make sure you're checking the pinned message. If you can help donate to type 1 diabetes, that would be awesome. If it's 99 cents or a penny, we don't care. Whatever goes to this great cause will be awesome to help cure type 1 diabetes. I know a lot of people have it. We had a little experience of it in our family right now, so make sure you guys help us out. And Our Motorsports and Tom with Anthony Alfredo, he's his main sponsor next week, but I will not be racing. I won't be streaming next week, so we're doing it right now. So thank you guys so much. Help you guys out. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes really quick. Let's see where we're at on the likes. We're at 63. So let's go. Hit that like button for us.
Darlington Raceway, welcome to the Sport Clips Haircuts.
And it's Fox. What's up, man? Excited for you next week.
200. As we run through the starting lineup, brought to you by Sport Clips, let's check in with Dave Burns.
Let's talk about Parker Kligerman, 11th out of 12 on the playoff grid with 4 races to go, plus 44 to the cut line. I asked his crew chief, Patrick Donahue, which track of the next 4 is your best opportunity to win and lock yourselves in? Well, of course, he picked all 4. And Parker has done well at all 4 in the past. Today, another top 10 qualifying appearance. He'll start outside row 5, Kim.
Corey Heim will roll off from the 12th position.
Sub
he had
up,
a top
y'all.
10 finish in last year's spring race, so I asked him, how can the team replicate or best that 10th place finish? He said, make no mistakes. This series is so hard, he said, and the littlest mistake can throw you off completely. He said he feels like he has way more car control than in his previous starts here, which is an important part, Marty, of having a successful day at a track too tough to tame.
Kim,
What's
you
up?
have to go a long
Choo-hoo?
way back to find two-time Darlington
What's up?
winner Noah Gregson. Don't be surprised to quickly see him in the top 10. Gregson ranks Darlington among his favorite racetracks, and the 30 car has shown speed and a part-time effort this year. Also, as you go further back in the field, Chad Fincham is back there in the 14 car, trying to get off pit road here, making his second start or 4th start of the season. However, here at Darlington, always a challenge.
I can't
but
wait,
coming
Kenneth
from the
Fox.
back
You're
is
gonna have a
gonna
great
make it
time.
even more challenging for Chad Fincham. Now let's head up to the gentleman who will call the action this afternoon. Rick Allen, Steve Letarte, and the man with 6 Darlington wins on his resume, Jeff Burton.
Thank you, Marty. Great job pre-race.
There's
there,
Chase
getting us
Elliott,
set
that's
up. We talked
17.
a lot about the star power of the Xfinity Series, but this field
Thank you
really,
so much,
even though
Rick.
it's in
We
the
appreciate
afternoon,
you.
We're talking serious star power with the Cup Series also. 2 Cup Series champions are a part of this field.
2 Cup Series champions and so many Xfinity Series wins. I mean, you could go down through the accolades, but the list is perhaps too long. And Christopher Bell shows the challenge ahead of him, right? He took the pole position, runs so well at this race. Chase Elliott back in the race. Noah Gregson, we just talked about. SVG at the bottom. The double-duty driver, I think for him it's just laps and try to learn this difficult
21K to the
Don't give him
pie.
the
5
trophy
gifted
just yet.
memberships,
Christopher
Rick.
Bell
Thank
won
you
the
so
pole,
much.
But the next
Woo!
start position, Chase
Curtis
Elliott
gets
all the way
one.
back in
Tammy.
16th.
All right, well, I want you to bring some
Myrtle.
more positivity to the driver of the 20
Idab.
then, Jeff. I mean,
And
we're not going
George.
to give him the trophy up, but let's chat with him before we get the green flag.
Hey, Christopher, it's the booth. You got us?
Hey, guys.
All right, bud. We don't see you in a lot of these Xfinity races. Why today?
I don't know. They got offered 2 weeks, and I'm never going to turn down an opportunity to race, especially here at Darlington. This is such a unique track. Getting laps here is pretty important.
All right, you have had so much success in the Xfinity Series. What will it take to get a win today?
It's going to take
a menace.
a lot of patience. It's a really, really short race, but here at Darlington, you know how easy it is to get yourself in trouble. So, got to take it easy. Got to make sure that you have a car to race to the end.
All right, have a good day.
And again, Christopher Bell will start up front. It's a warm one. Marty, you've hydrated well enough, haven't you, for the start of this race?
I have, Rick. Can confirm quite toasty here on pit
She's
road
doing
at
good.
Darlington. Chandler Smith is fresh off a second-place finish at Daytona last week, but Darlington
What's up,
has been a
Paulie?
whole different challenge for him. His best
James,
finish
good to
in
see
3
you,
starts
Corey.
is 12th. He admits to me.
Billy
this
Vo's
place
back
has been
at it,
tough to
buddy.
figure out.
Ollie
But he
B,
told
I
me,
see you.
I think this is an important race for us. We finally started to get some momentum last
George
week.
Block, what's
After
up?
that
Hendrick
great Daytona
Power.
finish. We need to keep that
Damien
going
says,
today
let's go
with a solid
98.
run, Dave.
For Riley Herbst, the focus today is playoff points. He will start 8th, and of all the drivers who have won a race to lock themselves into the playoff, he has the fewest playoff points. Remember, those are the points that take you all the way through the playoffs. They go from round to round, so he needs to win stages today and hopefully win that race and get 5 playoff points that transfer after today. Kim?
Well, despite having a 2-win season and being locked into the playoffs, Sam Mayer described the last couple of months as cold for the team. He's got 3 straight finishes of 13th or worth, including
What's up,
2
Mark from
DNFs.
Michigan? Hello.
So he told me the goal for this weekend is to turn the season around. So I asked him, what exactly does that mean? He said, we're looking for an uneventful day. We don't want to make headlines. We just want a solid day with a top 10 finish. That could be easier said than done here at Darlington. However, Sam did finish the spring race in the top 5.
Keep hitting that like button
for
for
us.
us.
Qualifying lap, he'll roll off 3rd.
Brandon, I will be
We're
talking
gonna hear
over
a
it
lot
every
about
once in a
playoffs,
while. I won't be
and
quiet.
that's
I'm sorry
because
about that.
it's
This
just
is a
4 races
play-by-play
away until they get underway.
live
You take a
leaderboard
look at
commentary.
The playoff standings.
So
Everyone
sorry.
in yellow has won. They're locked in. The ones above that red line, they're looking for every point they can get.
Yeah, they really are. Ryan Seek, Sammy Smith starting right near each other in this race. So right from the start, they'll be watching each other.
All right, before we see the green flag, let's hear a couple pep talks. We'll start with the 98.
All right, my man. Got a long race here. Nice and hot. Stay cool in there all day long. Nice and smooth all day long. We'll get staying up in the front. Sounds good, boss man. It's a short race.
Thank you,
right,
Lee.
but you still have to be patient. It's going to be super important to save tires early, so on the back end of a run, you've got speed, because it's huge with all that. So, got a real good car. Everybody's in a
Brandon,
good spot. We're gonna
I'm
have some fun
sorry.
today.
This is how we do it. Sorry about that.
Steve, it's a sprint.
That's how we
This
roll
thing
here,
is
buddy.
147 laps, 200 miles. I mean, it goes fast. How do you plan for this race?
Well, very fast, but you heard right there, you still have to save tires. 45 laps stage 1, the second for stage 2. And you would hope to run either of those stages or
Don't
both
like
of
it?
those stages on
Sorry.
just one set
That's how
of
it goes.
tires. You don't want to change tires in the middle of stage 1 or stage 2 because at 57 lap stage, well, not much longer. If yellows break that up, Jeff, new tires are required. They only have 4 sets of tires in their pits.
All right, here
So
we
you
go.
really want to try to save
Green
them for
flag.
that final
Y'all
stage
pull
to
those
get
belts
them
tight
across.
last
Even
one
after
last time.
5
Have a
laps,
good time.
Brand new tires are a huge advantage.
And let's have some fun. 200 miles
2x2 down the back stretch.
here in Darlington.
led by
The lady in
Christopher
black.
Bell and Sheldon
She's too
Creed.
tough to tame. Let's go and
I
have
know
some
you
fun. Be nice
beat
to
the
each
drum
other.
of
Have a
Sheldon
good
Creed
time.
as far as
And
how
let's go
great
racing, y'all.
his season
Boogity,
has gone.
boogity,
I know that we
boogity.
continue to look
Let's
at all
go
those second-place
racing.
finishes.
Here
That's
we
not a negative.
go.
He's in
Here we
position
go,
to
green
win
flag.
races. Could today be the day?
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Be careful for the majority of the race. Stay, keep track position, and when the time is right, go get 100%.
Fans love racing here in Darlington, South Carolina. They're on their feet as we get ready for the Xfinity Series to get underway. Green flags in the
Of
air.
course. Oh, the 31. Of course you guys are going to do it to me.
Big stack up on the bottom as the 31 has a little bit of issue getting going.
Parker Retzlaff's going to be slow going down the backstretch. Doesn't look like he's at speed at all.
The 19
Man, all
car,
the cameras,
Graf,
commercials.
He also is backing up.
Joe Graf Jr. in the 19. Parker Retzlaff in the 31.
Come on, hit that
Both
subs
off
button,
the
bud,
pace
guys.
Early. And that's not
There's
the case
Logano.
for Christopher Bell. Looks like he ran another qualifying lap there. That first lap was smoking.
Ooh, Chase Elliott. Jeb Burton there.
Yeah,
Good one there.
Something's happened to the 31 car. It lost power. It's not rolling at all as he enters pit road.
It's
I don't know if
SVG.
it's a transmission or rear end, electrical.
He said it was a misshift, Jeff, and he said it won't fire, so he's trying to get to pit road.
So,
but yeah,
Karen-
you can see woefully under power, and he said it just won't turn over, Steve.
So disappointing for the 31. You know, you do get a little bit of practice. You would hope for that thing to continue to run. They're going to have to
run these commercials out, y'all.
At this point, out of contention in the race, as you see the battle between the 26 and the 48. Parker Kligerman with a pretty nice exit right there. I thought he was going to turn to the inside. He looks, but stays in line.
Corey Hyman, the 26, just in front of him. Then with a pretty good run behind them is Sammy Smith in the 8. So those 3 cars nose to tail as they work their way around this
Bell
mile
out front,
and a third.
Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Hill.
Ryan Sieg in the 39 there. Very unique race line at Darlington Raceway. That dashed white line at the bottom of the racetrack, that's the edge of the apron as we see Parker Retzlaff is stopped on pit road.
And a caution.
NASCAR might be forced to throw a caution if they don't feel that car can go be retrieved safely.
It is not rolling, and there's that caution you mentioned. All right, Steve. Well, you also mentioned.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do lap 3 as well.
Being worn down.
3's in the chat on lap 3. Let's do it. Every lap 3 we do it.
Going to get a fresh set here with
even though we're under caution. Lap 3. Let's see it.
Super unfortunate break for the 31 of Parker Retzlaff. Reading the radio, it seems
3's
like
in the chat. We honor Dale Sr. right here.
Electrical issue, just no power, no gauges, no signal, and there it sits still on pit road.
Early caution comes out here in the heats.
All right, so a caution with Parker Retzlaff. What a difference for Parker Retzlaff. He had a chance to win the Coke Zero Sugar 400 last week, and now he's stalled on pit road for the Xfinity thing. Thank you guys so much for the 3s. We honor Dale Sr. every lap 3 here on our channel, and I hope you're having a good time here. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Why so many others racing today? I don't know. Just I guess it is what it is. If it's lagging, make sure you refresh the stream. The streams will lag, but make sure you refresh if it's lagging. On my end, it's not lagging. So, what hat am I wearing? I'm wearing the Denny Hamlin Mavis tires and brakes. I don't get a chance to wear the Denny stuff a lot, so I'm afraid I won't be wearing it for a couple weeks after this. So 25 away, y'all, from 21K. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. And let's listen in to Christopher Bell, of course. That is not on there, even though it shows I was logged in. They race just to get the track time. That's right, Tom says. Because we're at Christopher Bell here. And there's the aerial cam. Bell's first. Shane started 26th. He's 22nd right now. There you go. George Block says, boo Denny. Yeah, it is okay. It's all right. It's all right. Let me go to my NASCAR.com here. Scanner. Listen to Christopher Bell. See if he's saying anything here. Anything on Christopher Bell? Thank you so much, guys. If it starts lagging for you guys, just make sure you choosing this time. Will MSBG get his first oval win? We'll see. We'll see. I did forget to change the emojis. All right, I got to do that too. I don't have much time between races. I'll do them here in a second. Who's in here? See where Sheldon Creed goes. He just... All right, there we go.
They don't have an answer, Rick. So to clarify what I was trying to say a moment ago, right at this restart or the start of the race right here, he goes to shift into fourth gear, and the car just died on him, and they've not been able to get power since then. And you can hear him when he finally got it here to his pit stall. They can
keep hitting that subscribe, keep hitting that like button for it.
Shuts off, so they think maybe
donate to help that cause, y'all, if you can.
Or the cable is broken, but they can get it fired. It just won't stay cranked.
So the cable would be basically the fuel pumps are cable driven in this situation. You see them currently working on the top of the engine, it looks like. Sometimes you can, manually put fuel into the carburetor, fill the bowls up, and it will fire. But if the fuel's not pumping from the cell, then once the fuel kind of runs out of the carburetor, it shuts back off. A donut on the left side of the 7, Dave.
Poor qualifying put him back in the stack to start. Listen to this.
The body and the crush panel, quarter panel, all looks fine. Rubbed the lettering off of it. Wheel weights are still on it. No issues there. If you broke the crush panel open, that might be what you feel the pressure change inside.
Copy that.
That's Crew Chief Jim Coleman telling him it's okay, co-racing.
The 19 thing, well, you're okay. What about me? You ran me down, and I lost a whole bunch of spots.
Yeah, Joe Graff Jr. Got into the driver's side there of the 7 before he bounced out. Let's try this again.
So one thing, Rick, in the Cup Series, every time you see a yellow, you get new tires. Xfinity, you actually get to restart on old tires.
Oh, here we go again.
Racetrack.
Here we go, green flag. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Rolls better than the outside. A lot of times it does.
Bell, the control car, gets in the gas first. A better restart this time for Creed. Allmendinger on the inside. They're too wide as they exit turn 2.
I think too wide on the exit of 2 on the restart at Darlington might be the narrowest spot on the whole circuit. Just funnels down to really one lane, yet they make it work.
Sam Mayer trying to make that outside line work and maybe help Creed along there.
Thank you, George.
This is a part of the racetrack.
Then he lives rent-free in so many heads. He does.
Now they just roll through here side by side. It's very tight. You said it on the exit of 2. We're going to see some guys hit the wall there.
There's Kligerman moving.
I'm doing the emojis, y'all. 1 second. I'll be with you in a second. I'm not ignoring you.
Can't quite clear Corey Heim.
He was so close to being out of clearing. Wasn't able to get it done. Was able to fall in behind him.
It's Joey Logano in the 15 up into the wall. Just a little brush of the wall there.
Yeah, Noah Gregson actually passing him. Noah's qualified around 30th. He's in 16th already.
Chase Elliott in the 17 also making the pass on Logano. There's Heim right up against the wall.
Grand Slam breakfast.
Yeah, that's down the back straightaway. The ball actually moves out into the racetrack a little bit. Here's Logano on the outside of Chastain, just gets in the wall.
And an issue for Logano. You see smoke coming out the right side.
Uh-oh.
Too much contact?
Looks
that
like flat
15
right
car.
Tires somewhere.
AM Racing. Doing their thing.
Oh, man.
Smoke out the right side pipes. So he looks like he shut it off now as he's going to roll down to pit road. That could be a very short day for Logano.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, disappointing for this team to have a Cup champion in your car.
Take it to the truck.
To get that experience.
Placing paint schemes with diecast.
Essentially learned very little other than practice.
Maybe it wasn't Deegan's fault. Uh-oh, curbs in the wall.
Marty, what are they saying on the radio?
They think it's an engine issue. They're going to take it to the garage for Joey Logano. So if Cup Series drivers, Jeff, wanted a little bit of
Keep hitting
experience
that subscribe.
today, Logano's not going to get it. How about Riley Herbst into the wall? Chaotic start here at Darlington.
Very hard for that 98 of Riley Herbst. He's slow on the racetrack, but a big hit in the wall. Came in 7th.
And I thought Riley had maybe the best car in practice on a long run. Tons of pace, but this thing...
Yeah, the right front is down.
Yeah, it's hurt.
He's limping around the racetrack now.
Yeah, this is the exit of turn 2. He has to go all the way to the backstretch. So it really comes down to, I don't see any debris on the racetrack currently.
I think it's bent. I just think it's flat.
If the right front tire stays on it, we'll probably stay under green. If the carcass of the tire comes off, it gets on the racing surface.
Man, oh man, we're having some issues tonight, y'all.
Looks like he's going to get back to pit road. Top of the screen, a lot of racing. You see the 98. See this so many times.
Wow.
I wonder if that tire looked like it went down first.
These
I was going to
commercials,
say
man.
it was
What's up
kind
with
of
these
a
commercials?
slide, but that was a straight turn. Anthony Alfredo, another car in the wall.
Fast
Right
pasta
up
in the
against
wall now.
Trying to find a way down, but also way off the pace. The apron here is huge, so he can get out of the racing surface. He's going to be on pit road here shortly. He was running 18th when he got into the wall.
I'm with you, Steve. This 98 car either got really loose and had to correct it and turned and got into the wall really hard, Dave, or had a right front down. Not sure which it was.
Yeah, I missed whether or not
Ertz
that was the
and
case,
Joey.
but the right front, they said, is what they have to work on. The right rear is manageable. So going to work here, trying to get him back in the game. Remember,
let these
came in with a
commercials
win,
clear.
locked into the playoffs, but they sure wanted to pile on more points and playoff points today. That's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, only 17 laps into this race. You see Jesse Love in the 2, just clear that 91 of Kyle Weatherman. Brendan Poole in the 44 also gets by Weatherman.
17 laps in, and there's been total chaos. This is one of those times, you know, if you're a crew chief, remind your driver, how's your car? I know it's a short race. Let's not psych ourselves out, though. Try to keep the car as straight as possible.
We were riding along with Shane Van Gisbergen, and he was looking up at the 91. Take a look at this.
On the exit of
SVG in the 91 got into it.
Up the racetrack a little bit.
Daytona,
SVG with the right
Bristol.
front fender right at the left rear quarter panel, taking air off the car.
Talladega.
And Justin Allgaier here running nose to tail.
Charlotte.
Allgaier's
They're my
gained some
favorites.
spots since the restart, going in the right direction.
That's Anthony Alfredo back
They're
out on the
the
racetrack.
emojis are
after
up,
he was
y'all,
just on
for
pit road.
Xfinity.
This is a very quick race. It's only 147 laps, and I think there's times, Steve, that the drivers are like, I got to go. I got to go right now. And you lose a little bit of respect for this racetrack, and it will come back and bite you.
Ross Chastain chasing after Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Nashville, yeah.
Looking back on that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Nashville when I go to it. But
see how quickly
yeah,
Chastain got
all right,
there.
let's
see which drivers are on
take
the move
Bristol
brought
out
to
of
you
it
by
because I've
Ashley
gotten
Furniture.
old on Bristol. We'll put Nashville in there. Take Bristol out, put Nashville in there.
Jesse Love, 7 positions. Allgaier's gained
Dallas,
5.
what's up?
He's headed the right direction even after a very poor qualifying effort. He started 20th today. Love trying to clear Ross
The Roval,
Chastain.
I'm not a
He'll do
road
it.
course guy.
So it's Bell, Creed, Mayer, Allmendinger, and Austin Hill, the top 5. Christopher Bell, this is the first laps that he has led here in just his 4th Xfinity Series start.
All right, it's time to crank it up, y'all. Let's crank it up. There's Allgaier and Sammy Smith working on 9th place right there. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 200 likes. 07. Awesome, Justin G. Good to see you, buddy.
App of NASCAR, and you can follow the action with free live scores, in-car cameras, as well as radio broadcast. You can upgrade to premium for full access to driver audio channels. Start by searching NASCAR in your app store to download and start that free trial. You're watching the Sport Clip Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200 from Darlington Raceway.
Sam Mayer's moved into the second position, really running some nice laps. Last 2 laps, he's taken a big chunk off the lead of Christopher Bell, and you can see why right here. That one car really gets through the middle of the corner with a lot of confidence. You can see him put the power down. Oh, man. The back of it is definitely a little on edge, though.
He did put the power down, and the back end kicked out a little bit there, Kim.
Yeah,
Brandon, I see you, buddy. What do you say?
We talked in our Countdown to Green show.
Trying to concentrate here. Where the heck is your cousin? I don't know. Which one is your cousin? Tell me who your cousin is.
The back bumper of the number 20. But he said the last couple months have been so hard. He said, I got my head.
Who's your cousin? I don't know.
For the lead.
I can't remember.
He's going to clear Christopher Bell, but he said
There's
he gets
Sam
into
Mayer.
his own head. Finally, he was able to get out of his own head. He's been
New
working
leader.
with a sports psychologist, and right now we are seeing Sam Mayer out of that cold streak and on fire here at Darlington.
27 laps up front, and now the lead has changed. Bell
New leader, Mayer. I see you, Mayer.
Sam did a nice job of just overdriving the entry of 3, sliding up in front of Bell. Bell tried to cross him over and just couldn't make it happen.
That's the textbook pass here at Darlington, isn't it? We see the slide job all the time here.
Well, here it is. It's dangerous to do it here, though. See, great forward momentum. Now just overdrives the entry. So the problem here, or the trouble here, is sliding up and hitting the wall. That's why
you're so sad. Why you sad?
Bell tried to turn underneath.
You're with your 926 closest friends.
Have the grip. And Christopher knows this is coming. He checked the entrance speed up, tried to accelerate, but here the throttle, he just can't go back to the gas. Not enough grip.
Mayer now has a 4/10 of a second lead as the caution has come out.
And another caution.
15 laps still to go in stage 1, and there's some debris on the racetrack.
Very tough timing for the crew chiefs as well. 4 sets of tires in the pits. So you know you put a set on at the end of stage
Ken,
1.
good to see you.
You're going to put a set on at the end of stage 2.
Did anyone figure out
so
Austin Hill? Okay,
there you go.
He's in 4th place.
Final stage, you definitely want to have a
set. 4th place is your boy Austin Hill.
Can you afford
your cousin?
Can you afford to burn a set here, right? Matt says you can, but I just don't love the idea. I think if you're a race winner, you have to take whatever the penalty is now to stay on old tires and wait until later in the race.
If I'm Ryan Sieg's team,
the commercials are ridiculous tonight.
I'm pitting here. I'm putting on tires and I'm driving up through the field and getting stage points. It might hurt me later, right? But I need to find a way to beat Sammy Smith in points.
Second caution.
Do you think you can do that today just by playing this game normal?
All over the place.
If you do, then don't.
Tomorrow I'll be on my game.
But if you feel like you're missing something, new tires here are so much faster. He could not only get points, he could win this stage. It's a risk, Steve, and a gamble because you could not have tires.
Anybody know the answer for the like, dislike?
But it could potentially be an opportunity to gain a lot of points.
Well, the risk is if you stay out and the field pits, you're going to have a hard time staying on the lead lap at 10 or 12 laps. I know that sounds crazy, but you're
no, I'm not,
seconds off the pace on
not
old
tonight.
tires. I think if I'm Sam Mayer, I stay on the racetrack. Bell, I stay on the racetrack. But it's going to be a split. Someone's going to decide to use that set of tires. Now, with tomorrow's Cup race, this is easy. It's time to put a set of tires on. You know, we got at least 30 laps out of this set.
It is Bubba Wallace. He's on the pole.
gamble is the number of
I
laps
can't
have to make it
expand the
up,
live
right?
feed,
It's
Daniel.
only,
Sorry about
They're
that.
going to drop the green flag with, what, 10 laps?
It's not
9
live
laps?
either. It's at
Can I
NASCAR.com.
get from back in the pack up far enough to take advantage of it? I don't know, Steve. That'd be a long way to go.
You're good. Math says you will, but math doesn't take into account all those cars you have to pass, right? I mean, you'll be fast enough. You see right here, a lot of activity on pit road, a lot of interested crew chiefs. Like I said, I'd be staying on the racetrack, but I do think someone who doesn't have track position is going to split the decision.
I'm just going to let these cameras roll out here.
Teams up on the wall. That doesn't mean their car is going to come down to service.
Instantly, you see, sets of tires. You have to have them later in the race, so no one near the front is going to come to pit road.
Oh, that would have been fun to watch.
Jeb Burton.
If you are in the Darlington area, you've got to visit the museum here. So much history from a racetrack that saw its
Thank you,
first
Mark.
race in
$2. Super stoked for the Southern 500. Mark, thank you so much.
Who's who in NASCAR
Appreciate ya.
has had success at this racetrack.
20 to go. 20 to go. 20 to go. As we are hanging out here on on our channel, we have 32 laps complete on this first stage. Let me put that in there. Appreciate y'all hanging out here. Tomorrow I'll be on my game. I'm sorry, y'all. It seems like I'm a little all over the place right now, but tomorrow night we'll be on the game. But thank you guys so much for everything tonight. We're 20 away from 21K. 20 away. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. We're trying to get to 200 likes. I know there's a lot of college football going on right now. A lot of stuff going on. And a lot of football. First week of the college football, I knew it would be a little lower on the views here. 20 more subs and his wife smacks him in the face. Well, she's not here right now, but we will definitely get that done if she gets back here in time. But not, we'll do it tomorrow. For sure. Because we're doing tomorrow's race. The Southern 500 tomorrow night. Yeah, you get two pies tomorrow night. Thank you, Chase fan. Thank you so much. And also thank you again, Mark, for that $2 super chat. If you guys would like to donate in the pin message above, there is the pin message above to type 1 diabetes to help in research. Make sure you do that. Yeah, they're killing it right now. 66 to something. 66 to 3. 62 to 3. So David says it's not the commercials that are ridiculous. It's your voice cutting in very annoying. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm not going to sit here quiet, but that's okay. You guys have your rights, but that's how it's going to be right here on our channel. That's how we work. That's how we roll. Because if it would stay quiet, that wouldn't work out too well. 51 in the pits as well. Let's go chat. Kim Bromitter, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Where is Logano running? Didn't they say he's running double duty? Yeah, but his engine was having some issues, so Logano's 21 laps down. He's in 37th place. 37th place. You get used to him, Menace says.
Yeah. All the events will have that cock, and there you see the schedule. Again, Charlotte, Texas, and Vegas.
Yeah, second year of this format. Basically take the Supercross and the motocross season, all the points, add them together, and we're going to solve it.
Definitely looking forward to Mexico. Nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You mentioned Jet Lawrence. He's my pick. He's got too much firepower. I think Jet Lawrence.
Now I know why I get all the dislikes every week.
Coming off injury? Hey. Be in shape there enough?
He's old now. Remember, he's old now. Marty.
AJ
17 to go.
Fifth. How's the handling on the 16 car? Listen in.
Like I'm rear tires are so gone. I'm wheel hopping in the 3. I've never felt that. Yeah, 10-4, man.
The
So
dinger.
Jeff, you have 6 Darlington wins. Has your car ever wheel hopped going?
You're welcome,
into
Ryan.
a
What's
corner?
going on,
How
man? Good to
drastic
see
does
you.
that mean the handling is on the 16
Oh,
car?
I'm all good, Tim. Doesn't bother me none.
Yeah, you know, to talk about.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
What's up, outdoors?
You have to hope it gets better, because if not, he'll have his hands full.
Thank you,
I do want to say
Holly B.
before we go green here, old tires
Sheldon
on a
Creed.
restart at Darlington, there are going to be a lot of guys spinning tires and making mistakes.
I want to say that Toyota of Christopher Bell is on the inside, so Sam Mayer, race leader, chose that outside line for this restart.
Mayer, he's tough.
10 laps remaining, and Sam Mayer
Thank you, Edward.
is under attack from both sides. You saw Creed going to the outside, Bell on the inside.
Russ Wheeler.
And Mayer surges ahead down the backstretch in front of Bell and Creed.
Oh,
now Bell to the inside.
It's very difficult to say side by side. Is anybody going to give right here?
Single file.
Bell a little deeper into turn 1. But here comes Mayer on the outside. He's going to clear him easily.
Bell does not have the
Mayer back to the lead.
with his race car like he needs to be.
Austin Hill running 4th, Allmendinger 5th. Take a look as we get this perspective from the Toyota onboard.
Just listen to the patience you have to have with the throttle on these old tires. 1 and 2. Listen to the throttle use across the
Thank you,
middle.
Dakota.
It's like he's driving down a gravel road. That thing is so slipping. And
I just
sliding.
don't. It is what it is.
Asphalt.
Yeah, look at the wheel movement. He just does not have anywhere near the grip he needs. Look at all that wheel to the right. Shows you the back of his car just does not feel good.
Cole Custer on the inside line getting passed by a pair of Junior Motorsports, or maybe a trio of Junior Motorsports cars on the right side. 9 and Brandon Jones.
He's pretty good at ovals.
He's on the outside.
Corey.
So hard for that 0 to run that bottom lane. You see how he squeezes the 9 up, because that's going to slow them both down.
Joe Graff Jr. Corey Hyman, the 26 to the inside. And look at Shane Van Gisbergen, Noah Gregson. You've got 6 cars here you can throw a blanket over right now.
Whoa.
Here comes Custer. Heim falling back through the middle.
Uh-oh, the leader.
And Mayer slow.
Uh-oh, Sam Mayer.
Whoa. Mayer around.
Wow.
Still green as he spins, but stays on the apron.
And he's going to try to get to pit road. It looks like the left
leader
rear tire is down. Kim.
Yeah, that's what Kevin Hamlin, the spotter, confirmed. Left rear down, and remember, they wanted.
Oh man, it was such a good ride.
Headlines. This is not what this team needed. They were looking to turn it around here at Darlington.
Be interesting to see what they find on the one. Is it as simple as a flat tire or another mechanical issue? We go back to this 5-way battle right here. Let's see what happens to the one. This is entering turn 3. Just loose.
We hit the wall.
The back of the car comes around. I mean, it has all the makings of like a flat left rear tire.
This is what Bell saw.
Crazy.
Yeah, right now, Bell's avoiding the wreck. He just look all the way out of the gas. He can see what's happening. And this was impressive. He spins and puts her in gear and keeps going.
And here Sammy Smith gets into the wall.
Regine, you got to be around for a while and be at every stream.
I'm not even sure that one counts here.
Well, he's running 6th. Only 4 laps to go in this stage.
Because this is where
Sammy
this is
Smith
how
in
it fits in
position to
our
get some
stream.
stage
This is
points.
how it works.
And that's what he wants over Ryan Sieg, who Sieg has dropped to 15th now. So out of position to get points at the end of stage 1. Under 3 to go.
Trying to get more.
The gap now between the two has Sammy Smith ahead of Ryan Sieg by 4 points. Again, that playoff picture getting very clear now with only 3 races remaining.
7's
after
coming,
today,
Ken says.
as we have Bell under attack from Hill.
Bell's car is not the way he needs it to be with 2 to go. I think Hill could get this spot.
SVG moving to top 12.
A little higher line for Austin Hill. We'll see if he can close the gap. It was about
What's the wall count up to?
I like what the 21 did there, Rick. He entered high, turned across the 20's wake, exited a half a lane lower. It looks like he's going to do the same thing here. High entry as the 20's low. Try to pick up the power in the middle. Now the 20's going to stay at the bottom. The 21's going to
Bell, you better block him.
Should give him a big run down the backstretch. Probably too far.
Oh, you see Christopher Bell get loose there?
Move on him.
1 lap to go, about 3 car lengths. This time Hill a little bit lower.
Sideways.
Bell is trying to
Christopher
hold
Bell,
on to it.
stage 1
Close
winner.
to his back bumper. This is a playoff point for Austin Hill if he can get by him. Hill already with 2 wins. And the 9 is sideways. The caution's going to come out.
Man, Brandon Jones.
Bell. Well, we'll see what they say when the caution came out, who was in front, because the 21 was pretty close there to getting to the inside
that's
of the 20.
NASCAR. I don't do that. That's on the NASCAR.com.
That's some pretty big damage on the quarter panel. The left rear's flat.
It just shows you the leaders.
Or the cause. Here's a replay.
They don't go away. Yeah, this is NASCAR.com puts this on here on every one. See, every single one. Thank you so much, Alejandra. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. How did Bell do in practice? I think he did great. I watched a little bit of the Xfinity practice. He looked great. But so yeah, this right here fits in our stream, guys. I'm sorry if you want to look at anything bigger. You can go look at NASCAR.com yourself. It's free to anybody to watch NASCAR.com. What's going on with that? So NASCAR.com, these are the cams from NASCAR.com. That what you're watching is not the broadcast. It is NASCAR.com. So there you go. There's SVG. SVG finished 11th, almost in top 10. But keep on hitting that like button for us. Trying to get to 300 likes, and we're trying to get to 21K. 15 to go. 15 to go. Yeah, that is the NASCAR Drive Safe. It's free, but it's very buggy. It is very buggy. It is. But if you want to watch it on a bigger phone or a tablet or whatever, you can watch it. But this is how we do it here. So 23, Bubba Wallace on the pole. He hit the wall twice in his qualifying run, and he still was fastest, which is crazy. So, but thank you guys so much. Buy a TV or buy a TV. There you go. That too. 15 away, 2 pies. Keep the Dennis hat on so it will stink on CeeLo. That's funny. But thank you guys so much for hanging here. Can you watch it on large screen TV? Yeah, if it's a smart app, you can watch it if you go to the NASCAR.com website. Yeah, it's going to go to HBO Max next year, so I'm not sure how that's going to work for us. I'm not sure because it's going to be on a network, so it's the same thing as watching a broadcast. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to show this stuff or not. We won't know until next week. You hit the wall like 40 times Thursday night and was still fast. There you go. See? See? We're in stage 2.
Ashley, for the love of home. Shop in-store or online. Toyota, let's go places. And buy Sport
Pasta.
Clips. It's a game changer.
Where is Fast Pasta?
Christopher Bell does get the win in stage 1. And Steve, because
he's 3 laps down, he hit the wall.
They look at more than just the loop line.
Yeah, they treat it just like the end of the race for the top 10. They don't worry about 11th on back. They'll use the loop lines for those positions, but the top 10 that are rewarding or are being awarded points, they'll go to a camera or any means necessary instantaneous time of yellow, just like we would.
Yeah, they're all new, exactly, which is good.
Listen into SVG's radio with that spin.
My bad. Gonna square off, but kind of half blocked and I misjudged.
You did the right thing. Everything's good.
Here he is, the 9 car, loses momentum. Shane says he was trying to push him and just didn't get it lined up the right way. It's hard to push at this racetrack with worn out tires.
And the entire field making their way onto pit road, all led by a 20 of Christopher Bell. Dave.
Parker Kligerman finished 4th in that stage, 7 stage points. He started 10th, so good forward movement for him. The car quick, actually very loose. He said, I killed the right rear. There will be an air pressure and chassis adjustment on the 48, Marty.
Dave, you could almost hear it in A.J. Allmendinger's voice. He was happy stage 1 was over with. Absolutely terrible handling at the end of that stage on the 16 car. Going to take a big swing at it. He also had a little contact with the wall towards the end of that stage. Austin Hill had maybe the best long run car. He said, I'm just giving up too much across the middle compared to the 20 of Christopher Bell, who said, quote, I am hanging on literally inside the car, so loose on exit. They also take a massive swing at it, and the 20 will easily hold serve here on pit road.
So Christopher Bell +3 for Sheldon Creed.
With an impressive pit stop. This was the 9 going around. A little help from the 97.
Ooh. SVG spinning Brandon Jones, my dark horse. Silas thick skin. Those that criticize are wasting their time. That's right. Yeah, this is my show. This is how we do it. We've been doing it for this long, So we appreciate everybody new that's watching. We appreciate every single one of y'all. We have a good time here. We're here to watch racing. We have a good time. So it is what it is. But thank you guys. What's up? That zombie, good to see you. You show the running order better than USA TV. Thanks. Appreciate it. What's Bell's Xfinity number? He's in the 20. And what I'd say, when there's a cup car in that 20 car, it is strong, it is fast. Book it. Give him the win. Yeah, I know. So we'll see what happens next year. I'm not sure if NASCAR.com will keep some of this stuff. I have no clue. We'll find out together next year. But I am looking into maybe talking to HBO Max and seeing if we can get like an authorization or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Garrett Smithley in that 45. Look at him. Look at him. Did anyone ever figure out, did the helicopter go away again? What's the deal? The helicopter starts off and then it goes away. That's twice now. That was at Daytona. He stayed through the first stage and then left. So this is SVG's cam. This is Jeb Burton's cam. And this is Christopher Bell's cam. So we have the battle cam, SVG, or I might have two of them at the same time. Let's see, who's this? Christopher Bell. We'll just do that right here. It is Christopher Bell. Okay. So we'll use SVG here. The choppers in Darlington or Florence chasing criminals. Maybe that's what it is. They're like, hey, we got to go. Sorry, race guys. We got to go chase somebody. But that's weird. The 20 Nemechek, 2 wins. Truex, 2 wins. Amarola, 1 win. Bell, 1 win. All. Yes. I mean, that's how it is. The 20 car gets it done, y'all. The 20 car gets it done. 20 car gets it done. What's this? No, we want battle cam here. No, we want battle cam for this one. Battle cam. Battle cam.
10 laps, went from 34th to 8th. That might open some eyes.
And we heard
Thank you,
Jeff Burton
Kim.
say, is that what Ryan Sieg needs to do? Ryan Sieg chose not to. Ryan Sieg and Brandon Jones, the big losers in this first segment.
Yeah, Rick, back to you. I assume that it's a little cooler up there, right, guys?
It is, but Burton just hit me. I don't know. I didn't say anything wrong.
You earned it. I'm not even
Let's
sure.
ride with Christopher Bell here.
After, but it was definitely earned.
I think it was
My
in
gosh.
Eureka, of course.
Well, I'm going to tell you, for 45 laps, that was total chaos.
They're all
Flat
hitting.
Tires, yellows, cars braking. I don't know what the next 45 have in store, but man, there's a lot going on.
You know, the stage 1 recap is busy.
Yeah,
That's
spinning.
I don't know how he got into the wall. I just know he hit the wall.
It's a short race. They're going to add a lap right here. It's a short race. Who learned what? Christopher Bell's car clearly was not good at all at the end of that run. The 21 car.
Yeah,
was
34th to 8th.
Right on him. Looked like he was going to pass him to that caution.
He's at 13th
They had
now.
a rare bad pit stop, came out 5th. But a lot of racing left to go, Dave.
Weather update from Justin Allgaier running 8th.
I know you know this, but it is hot as crap in here. Like I am roasting in here. So it's hotter than normal, I can tell you that.
I can confirm. Marty, you?
I second that nomination, Dave. It is warm here on pit road. And an interesting comment a moment ago, Jeff, I'd love to get your take on this from Coleman Presley.
Sheila, if you would race.
He said, listen, this is a shorter stage.
If you don't ride the wall at Darlington, you're backing up. That's right.
Easier earlier in the run, so we don't pay the price so much on the back end of the run. So as a 6-time Darlington winner, is that something you use to your advantage here over the years, Jeff?
Well, I think the key to taking off is you have to take off with a certain amount of speed so you don't lose spots. But you have to do that in a way that you're not abusing the tires any worse than it has to be. And remember the comment that he made that his car was actually wheel hopping getting into turn 3. So I think with that case, late in the run, clearly he was having issues. So maybe even more important for him to conserve a little bit.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Christopher Bell and Creed, what adjustments they made to that 20. If he can go
Hit
for a
that
little bit
subscribe.
longer
We're trying to
run.
get to
He's already
20,000,
led
21,000.
39 laps, and stage 2 is underway.
All right, Chew.
Allmendinger right on that back bumper as Creed is powering around the outside. Can he clear the 20 as they get out of turn 2? He does, and Creed is leading now at Darlington. Allmendinger looks to the inside of the 20. But now Bell picking up the momentum as he exits 4. 1 into the wall, and that brings the caution out. That's the 91. And so now we have Kyle Weatherman that gets behind the wall, but a lot of damage to the right side, and the caution early. He was running 25th. You just heard him say something was broke.
We talk about how short the race is. We've already had 4 yellows. I mean, it's been an eventful race. That car right there has got some heavy damage.
Entering turn 3, car just never turns. He said something was broke. Certainly something happens. See the car drop? It dropped and then it just went straight.
So as you mentioned, Steve, 4 cautions already early in this race, just starting that second stage. You're watching the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200.
Muted again. Thank you. Best coverage you can get from a regular guy like CeeLo. Why all the complaining? I don't know. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Hit that like button. We're trying to get to 21K. We're 13 away from 21K. Let's go. Let's get it over with. 2 pies guaranteed. Boom, boom. In your face. Maybe today. If not, tomorrow for sure. So thank you guys so much for everything. Make sure you're checking the pinned message above as well. We're trying to raise money for type 1 diabetes, for studies, and trying to find a cure for type 1 diabetes. So the link is in the message. It has nothing to do with me. The link goes straight to a regular site. So it has nothing to connect with me at all. So thank you guys. Yeah, I can get a scroll down. Anytime you want to see a scroll, let me know. And I'll be like, hey, CeeLo, where is so-and-so? And I will go find them for you. There it is. Logano, blown engine, it looked like. He is last place, that 15 car. Maybe it wasn't Deegan. Riley Herbst had some issue as well. He is in 35th. Alfredo back to 1 lap down, Tom. Fast Pasta. Get him back on the lead lap. Oh, 2 laps down now. 2 laps down for Fast Pasta. See if we can get back into it. And Greg's in there in 15th. Chastain in 20th. I forgot about Chastain. I didn't know he was in this race too. SVG in 13th. Elliott in 12th. Heim in 11th. There we are, stage 2. What's the deal with this camera? Is it just going to sit here like this?
Gear, autographed merchandise, and one-of-a-kind race.
Check in on my NASCAR.com.
NASCAR.com/fan rewards. And this is a second time that we're seeing Kyle Weatherman on pit road. And this is the cause for the first time he was on pit road.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a flat tire or suspension failure, but either way,
CeeLo,
the right front kind
Bell
of
will
goes straight
sweep the
down
weekend.
into turn 3.
Smash that like button. That's right,
for
Bettis.
Kyle Weatherman a couple weeks ago at Michigan, this hit right here, just a massive wreck for the 91.
11 to go. Who's going to be 21,000, y'all?
So poor Kyle Weatherman has taken a couple.
Tim Fowler's going Justin Allgaier
into the wall. Both look to be some sort of either mechanical or tire issue.
Those are big hits, and you know, now when you have these incidents, every time you get a right front vibration, starting to feel something not right, you can't
All right,
help
so when
but
they
think
take the
there's
green
something
flag,
wrong.
and then they come back
You get a
around,
little bit
we're going to
nervous as you
do
approach these
the
corners.
thumbs up.
These
So
things
get
hurt.
your thumbs up ready. Get your thumbs up
Tow
ready.
truck will have to take that 91 behind the wall and back to the truck.
That might extend this yellow just for another lap. We'll see how quickly they're able to get this thing hooked up. There's Kyle there, catching his breath on a hot day.
Frustrated, I'm sure.
Yeah, they are. They're
Well,
pretty close.
just not
Sheldon
only
Creed.
The impact to him and potential injuries, but also you think about that, that's 2 large impacts for a smaller team. And that can really set a race team back, because that Michigan car, you know, if it ever runs again, I'd be surprised. And this car also with big damage. So it just makes it difficult, Steve, to have the equipment you need for the next week.
Jeff Burton, we were talking about the heat, the Celsius on board, giving us a look back at the driver here.
Jeff does some training in sauna, hot sauna.
All right, here we go. When they come back around, get your thumbs up ready. I do. Of course, you got Eric
Getting ready
Eastep,
for
man.
the
He's the
restart
best.
once again.
Here we go. When they come back around, get your thumbs up ready.
The 20's on the inside.
Thank you,
for Bell
Crystal.
and Sheldon Creed and that 18 on the outside of row 1 as they come back to the restart zone.
9 to go. Here we go. Get ready. Your thumbs up when they come around. Get ready. Get your thumbs up ready.
Creed easily clearing Bell as they go into turn 3. We mentioned the heat, 93 degrees, track temperature 128.
That's awesome.
How about that corner entry speed by Christopher Bell? That was impressive.
There you go.
To roll that much speed.
Shake and
and
bake,
clear
baby.
Creed.
That's so cool. Here they come again. Here they come again.
Only one car out of line, and then you see Chase Elliott and the 17 jump out of line.
You see, when you run the bottom, you really have to ask.
I've never heard of
your
them.
Car. And if you cannot make
Thank
the
you for the
pass
thumbs up,
outside,
y'all.
there's
You're
so
awesome.
much momentum.
So much momentum, and it really, I think, save a little bit of tire. I think when you go to the bottom,
Thank you,
ask
Love.
a lot of your car.
We're
You ask
7
a lot
away.
of the tires with 31 laps to go in this stage.
6.
I just think these, passes or attempted passes by that 17 just continues to wear the
6
tires
away.
down, take a little bit of life out of them, but it's the only way to move forward. You kind of have to
Thank you,
take advantage as you can. Now the 97 of SVG. See him roll out of the gas a little bit there. He's going to chase the 17 through 1 and 2.
This would be a good learning time for
5.
Van Gisbergen as we see Love look to the inside of Heim.
I like what Noah Gregson did right there. He stayed at the top in that black
Hope so.
30, and he's going to try to roll to the right rear of Love. See if he can get that position as Love is.
Gregson and
man,
Jesse Love.
fills the hole last minute. Noah with the crossover.
Now does he
P11
dive
on the line
a little
there.
deeper and try to slide up the racetrack? He's going to stay low, and will he clear him? He does.
Oh, that was really well done by Noah. That's kind of like not a complete slide job, but that's a slide pause. And
Chase
he
there
made
in
the two wonder
P13.
if he was coming all the way up, and then clears him. Really well done.
There's Chase Elliott in the 17 trying to get by the 2 also.
We talk a lot about Cup drivers and Christopher Bell leading this race, but you know he's having a good day. But 17 or Chase Elliott really not. I think it's a disadvantage now for these Cup drivers. Although they're great race car drivers, Dave, the Cup cars are so different than these cars. They have a lot of ground to make up when they come into this series.
And Jeff, when I talked to Greg Ives, the crew chief on the 17, about Chase running here, you know, it's a matter of always wanting to run this 17 for Mr. Hendrick. Chase enjoys that. But Greg said it was kind of cool, too, that they're kind of historic together. 10 years ago, they ran together in an Xfinity race here.
If she's ready.
And that was when he was full-time. So 2014 to 2024, why not celebrate a 10-year anniversary? They'd like to do it closer to the top 10, Marty.
Van Gisbergen trying to track down Chase Elliott, and I had an interesting conversation
Austin
with
Hill
him
and
about
Parker Klingerman in
how tough the
P6 and
ovals have been,
P7.
how different Darlington is than anything he's seen in his entire career. But Jeff, he made a very interesting point to me. He said, this is the first intermediate I'm coming back to for a second time, and that's when I expect my results to pick up and myself to get better. I expect more out of myself when I come to a racetrack for a second time. So you were a rookie once upon a time, Jeff. Is that what you found? The second time to a track, that's when you expected a little bit more out of yourself.
Well, I did expect more, but I didn't always perform better. Sometimes I felt like, okay, I learned all this stuff, and I went there the next time thinking I knew too much rather than recognizing I still had a lot to learn. But I will say, SVG running 14th, I think this is an advancement. I see him with good pace. I saw it also.
He'll go to 400 likes now.
Had good pace. So I would say so far, there's no question this is an improvement.
Jeff, when you were a rookie, you had practice time. I mean, these guys,
SVG
so
P14.
We heard, you know, Christopher Bell mentioned 15 laps or 15
Isaac?
minutes
Good to
was
see you.
not enough. It's like one run, really, and you just can't learn enough in that short a time. And that's what SVG is faced with, trying to learn these cars, these tracks, with a very limited amount of time.
I also think the expectation level is much lower. People didn't expect as much out of rookies today. They expect you to perform much quicker.
We have 14
4
on pit
subscribers
road
to
now.
go.
So Chad Fincham, as quickly as he gained and got up into the top 10 at the end of stage 1, he is back on pit road.
This is for sure unscheduled. Must have some sort of an issue.
Oh, that sucks for Finchman. He was doing so well.
Talking about a vibration on the radio of the 14. Have to bring it to the service of his crew. Eight and Sammy Smith in 4th. Right behind him, the 7 of Allgaier.
Strong day for Sammy Smith. He's running in 4th place.
You're welcome,
Wisecracker.
Wisecracker.
Racetrack that lap.
3.
Ryan Sieg right now being scored in 15th. The reason I bring that up is Sieg was ahead of Sammy Smith in the point standings, the playoff standings coming into this race. And now we see Smith has leapfrogged Ryan Sieg and has an 8-point advantage. Kim?
And both of those teams, Sammy Smith's team and Ryan Sieg's, when I checked in with them this morning, said we will be paying attention to what the other team does because we do not want to get caught off guard. But Sammy Smith doing a great job running the 4th position right now. I asked kind of where they started with their setup this weekend. They said our teammate Justin Allgaier had such a good car in the spring, dominated the race. So we are very close to what that setup was in the spring for the 7 car. They know what worked for Justin. They made some slight adjustments for Sammy. It is working here this
Stage
afternoon.
3,
right now,
we'll
just
do it.
struggling a little with front and rear grip here
Thank
at
you, guys.
Darlington.
Thank you, Big Turbo Guy.
Expectations are high. Junior Motorsports has won 5 of the last 7 races here, and right now they've got Sammy Smith and Allgaier both in the top 5.
All right, let's listen in. Let's listen to Christopher Bell crank it up, and then stage 3 we will do the pie of the face. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Terry. Watching Christopher Bell ride that wall. South Virginia says Chase Elliott's not the same anymore. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, Logano's out. Thank you, Kelly. See you, Chase. Snowboarding? That's nice, Michael. Isaac, I got you. I see you, buddy. Nice, Debbie. We'll do some Tennessee football soon, I promise. We'll get one in. I am a mess. I am. Thank you, Ryan. Shout out from Beaverton, Oregon. Your Oregon Ducks are going to do crazy today. Couple cautions. Christopher Bell's been dominating this race.
Raceway, the track too tough to tame. And right now, SVG is really challenging Cup Series champion Chase Elliott as we see the 7 and 8 side by side. Sammy Smith in front of Allgaier.
Let's pop with Bell first. He's just dominating,
I'm in
bro.
the 26th. Now being challenged by Chase Elliott.
Hertz is out of the race, Reggie.
Chase Elliott just does not have enough grip to make this pass, but look at all the room he's given, right? He's showing tons of respect to the Xfinity regulars. He's not got his door on their door. He's making sure he gives them enough room. Car's not happy. Going to push him here a little bit after I said that, but he's not happy with his car. But right now, going to drive in the corner. Now he's got the spot, but he was very, very cautious.
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. Keep it going. Trying to get to 400 likes as well.
Battle for fourth up top.
Hey, he got a little loose right there, almost jumped the cushion, and the 7's gone by him.
Trouble down the back straightaway. The 20 of Bell was trying to lap a car. They made contact.
And now Creed is on the outside, but take a look at what happened. It's the 0-7 of Greg Van Alst.
It's kind of a timing issue with the 20, and then he got loose. So right now, Bell thinks he's going to give him the outside. He doesn't, tries to go underneath him. Then loses all of his momentum.
Oh, and Creed is out front again.
Sheldon Creed.
And let's check in on Kyle Weatherman. He's coming out of the infield care center. Kim's down there.
And Rick, the second hard hit in 3 weeks for Kyle. So are you okay, and what happened?
Yeah, I'm good. Like you said, I'm still not 100% from the Michigan Michigan right side hit, but yeah, something broke and went to the wall again. So yeah, just still really sore on my right side. Hopefully that gets healed up pretty quick. But yeah, just as you can see, something broke right there and couldn't do anything about it. We had a couple adjustments made. I felt like we were going to be hopefully as fast as Xfinity Internet after those changes, but we didn't even get to see if they were. So we'll go on to the next one.
Glad you're okay.
Thanks.
And Marty, Kyle celebrated his 27th birthday on Wednesday, said this was not the birthday present he wanted this week.
Certainly not, Kim. Meanwhile, A.J. Allmendinger has gotten his car much better handling-wise, but now there's another issue with a 16. Listen in.
I got smoke wrong in the cockpit. I don't know what from. Smells more oily. All the gauges look okay. I can't tell what it is.
So Steve, the team told him, don't worry about it, keep going, but they seem pretty casual for smoke in the cockpit. I don't know why not so worried about that here at Darlington.
Because there's nothing you
What's
can
up
do.
with Christopher Bell?
If it's something catastrophic, it's going to fail and your day's going to be over. You hope it's just a small oil leak. I would have thought it was tire rubber on the exhaust burning. Sometimes you'll see some smoke in the cockpit.
What's up,
He said
Rodney?
it smells oily, which is not
Thank you,
shocking.
CK,
Maybe they
for
have a
subbing. I
small oil
appreciate
leak
you.
under the hood.
Thank
That's
you,
also
CK.
landing on the header, but
thank you, guys.
you know,
Some
the
of y'all are
relaxed
on
look
private
of Alex
subscribers
Jones is because
so
he
they won't have
knows
your name pop
he's
up.
not
But if
gonna
you let me
stop
know
and
you
open the
sub, I'll
hood
say
running
thank
third
you.
and check on it. So Jeff, it's either going to be nothing.
Sounds
you'll
good,
find it at
Dallas.
the shop on Monday, or it's going to be something really bad, and you're not going to run the whole distance. But there's just, unfortunately, at this point, nothing you can do.
And as a driver, you almost have to ignore it. I know it's hard to do, but been
Awesome,
in that
Debbie.
situation many times where you take a few laps, you assess, and you're like, okay, nothing's catastrophic right now. I just got to go back to work. Well, let's go back and talk about Sheldon Creed. That pass.
Shoot, thank you,
for the
sub,
lead,
man. Appreciate you.
Christopher
Subbed in
Bell got
2020.
hung up with the lap car. But now,
I
Sheldon
didn't
Creed
have a
controls
channel in
this race.
2020.
He has had 10 second-place finishes. He leads the series in top fives. This could be the day. Those little things that happen that put you in position, Steve. Now you have to take advantage of it. Now your pit crew's got to step up. You got to do the right thing on the restart. This is a short race. You've got track position. Keep it.
Oh, the aerial cam's back.
He knows how to win. He's won here twice in the trucks. But it's the idea of managing your tires and getting to the end of this race when you have the stiff competition that you've got. I mean, he just got by Christopher Bell, who's phenomenal and is a great Cup Series driver. And now Sheldon Creed still trying to get
Aerial
that
cam's
first ever Xfinity Series win, but he's going to have the
Thank you,
pressure
man. Appreciate
of
it.
Bell right behind him.
Well, at this point, 7 laps to go. At most tracks, you would think that's a pretty comfortable margin to have a 3/4 of a second lead. But with here,
7 laps
and
to
the
go in
cars
stage
sliding
2.
around the way they are, they're such on the ragged edge. I'm looking at A.J. Allmendinger trying to run down the 20 of Bell, and he just, that's like 1 mile an hour too fast at that point in the corner. That's it. Most tracks, when you carry too much speed, you slide across the pavement and you lose lap time. Just the way this track is laid out and the preferred lane being so close to the wall, when you overcook the entry or the middle, you just slide into the wall. And as we say that, Creed's lead down to a half a second. Seems like Bell heard you, Jeff, and he wants to get control of this race back before the end of the stage.
Yeah, and all of that going on.
Yeah, they finished the police chase and came back.
Look at the work. Look at, he is sideways off the corner. You could hear him spinning the rear tires. That's why drivers love this racetrack. Look at all the wheel movement.
Content's not the right word, but Bell knows that this race is won in the final stage. So he's in position with under 5 to go. He sees the leader, but he also looks like he takes his left hand off the steering wheel when he gets onto the front stretch.
So listen to the throttle, all right? Listen to how little he's able to get in the gas. He's going to lift. I mean, he is working so hard in there. And we keep talking about how hot it is. That's a lot of pressure on him as well.
Coming up on 3 to go as we see Cole Custer making the pass on Austin Hill. Well, not so quick. Austin Hill staying right up against the wall with the momentum. Yeah, Custer's able to clear him. That was for 6th. Sammy Smith
Going to Bristol in September. Awesome love.
That 4th and 5th position.
I bet you're excited.
There's Sammy Smith. You mentioned it, Jeff. A good day so
What's up,
far
Rob?
for Sammy Smith.
Yeah, this
In
ain't
the
no
first
walk in the
stage,
park. You're right.
He earned 5 stage points, and now
the top 20
running
cars
here in the 4th position. He could gain some more. And when the tracks looming in front of you are Atlanta, Watkins Glen, and Bristol, you want to get every point you can
Look
get
at that
when
score.
they're in front of you.
Ohio State 10, Akron 3.
Yeah, the key here for him is staying aggressive. It's kind of counterintuitive, but if you want to attack this racetrack a little bit, if you try to
Keep
get
hitting that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like
too
button
safe,
as well.
it's much easier, in my opinion, to make a mistake. You obviously overdrive. I feel like sometimes when you quit attacking, you get lazy, and that's when you make mistakes.
I am wrecking loose, boys.
Come on.
Wrecking loose.
Allgaier wrecking loose and running.
Wrecking loose
in the
for
5th
Allgaier.
position. Now, right on the back bumper of the 35, that has slowed him down enough that the 20 is within striking distance. Here comes
Final lap.
Bell. Through 3 and 4 for the final time
Oh,
in stage 2. Will he have
you
enough
got it.
time?
Sheldon Creed.
He's looked to the outside. It was closed. And Creed is going to win his first stage of 2024.
Wow. Could this be the day for Sheldon Creed? What was that?
Fight for 10th for that last stage point.
My goodness.
Noah Gregson and Chase Elliott are going to take those 9th and 10th spots, which they're not eligible for points, being full-time Cup Series drivers.
All right. Let me refresh this because it's starting to lag a little bit. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're in stage 3 already. Quick race, 200 laps. We've got 57 to go. And I hope you guys love my Vols. That's right, Debbie. We're going to be bringing you a lot of Tennessee volunteer sports here in the off season of NASCAR and baseball. So make sure you tune in. If you are a Vols fan or SEC fan, make sure you tune in. We'll be doing some college football and college basketball and some NHL hockey in the off season. And then we'll be right back to NASCAR next year. But thank you guys so much for everything. And thank you for the 21K. Spain's on her way home. So when she gets here, we'll do the pie in the face. I thought she would be home by now. Let me see if she's home or not. Let me see. No, she is not. All right. If we don't get it done today, we will do it tomorrow. I promise you that. We will do it tomorrow. If you love NASCAR and Braves baseball, CeeLo is where to go. That's right. We have a good time with Atlanta Braves baseball as well. Did you see? Yeah, he was kind of like, I think he was like getting something off the screen or something. I'm not sure what was up with that. CeeLo, what do you think about the schedule change? The Nashville race moves to June 1st, which we're not going to be able to camp out there. So, I mean, well, Mosh has got plans. So we usually stay with Mosh, but interesting with Mexico. I think it's cool for the trucks to increase their. I always thought the trucks were a stepchild of NASCAR. They didn't really get much attention. Seems like the trucks are getting more attention now, which is a good thing. I think Mexico City, I don't know about that, but it should be fun to see what happens next year. And I already said it. I'm gonna say it again. For the Clash, it will snow and it will cancel. Saying it right now. You need to make Rockingham a must. Yeah, we'll try to make it there. I've never been. I'd like to try to do that. You wearing Chastain gear tomorrow, CeeLo? Yes. Chastain gear. But yeah, so I'm going to, I'd like to go to some new tracks next year. I would like to, but we'll see how that goes. I'd like to go back to Martinsville. I'd love to go to Richmond. I don't know. But here we go. We're going to stay with Christopher Bell here as they're pitting.
Here at Darlington, Creed won stage 2, Bell won stage 1.
The Clash died the day
Those two
Eric
are
Jones
running
won with a
first
car
and
ready
second.
for the dumpster.
Chandler Smith was 11th as the field now on their way to pit road one more time. And Kim.
You'll see top left, Sammy Smith. He said it started off neutral, held on longer that run, still tight at the end as it 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. Sheldon Creed top right. Sheldon said, I started off good, a little snug on the short run through the middle of the run, then got neutral, free and clean air though, asked for more right rear stability, Marty.
AJ Allmendinger said the car is better than we can beat them.
Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch, really?
Turn at the end of the run. You see the crew member giving AJ
Sheldon
some
Creed
ice-cold water, which he requested. Christopher Bell said the car's much better that run. I still need a little bit more help on exit. Still too free. Bell asked for a couple of bags of ice. You can just tell these drivers roasting inside the race car. Meanwhile, the race off pit road, Sheldon
way of
Creed,
life.
how about his team? They're able to keep the lead after the round of stops, Rick.
One of the best.
+4 for Austin Hill, +5 for Chase Elliott.
4 spots coming off. Restart.
Chase Elliott +5 on the pit stop. Good deal. NASCAR must be bringing studded snow tires for the Clash next year. I'm telling you, it's going to snow in North Carolina in February. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. 1 race at Richmond. Yep, they only got 1 race at Richmond now. Hopefully, is it going to be a night race at Richmond? But Holly says, I see you, 17 crew getting chased back up there. Yeah, Kyle Busch goes back to Mexico. We might have some issues because he's a wanted man, apparently. But thank you guys for getting us the 21K, 22K. Here we come. Hopefully, we get it done by the end of February, end of September. I'll send you a disc. All right, will do. Thank you, buddy. Love those pies. I told my NASCAR rep I didn't want tickets to the Clash. I don't own when they're closing. Does NASCAR own Richmond? I don't think so. I just hope Kyle paid his fines for having a gun in his suitcase. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for hitting that like. We're trying to get to 400 likes. They're almost there to 400 likes. 1,153 in the chat. We're on our 5th caution. Winter. I know. It's going to snow. I'm telling you. It's going to snow. It's going to snow. Okay, I'll look at it. Indy is missing with being the most loved guy. Long way to go. NASCAR Richmond owned by SMI something, Jeff says. NASCAR does own Richmond, Wisecrack says. If it snows, just push the track and race. That's right. Plow the track and let's just go. But you got 6 tickets anyhow?
It's race number 1 from Milwaukee. Tomorrow at 2:30 on USA. It'll be race 2
you're the
for
man,
the
Tom.
IndyCar Series. Then countdown to green and the Southern 500. 6 o'clock on USA. We'll be embedded with stage 2, Kyle Larson and Eric Jones. And DJ, I'm hearing that they have fielded a car for you. I've been told it's a 1977 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Do you think you can win in that?
Probably not. Cale Yarborough did, though, right here, back in 1978. I think they just gave me something they thought that I might be capable of just driving, not at the speeds that they're going now, KB. But, you know, this is a great to run this around tomorrow in the pre-race show, honoring Cale Yarborough for all of his accomplishments throughout the years. One of the toughest drivers here that anybody could compete with, and a big instrumental influence in my life and career.
Yeah, you and I have both been fortunate and blessed to come
Alan.
here.
Thank you for
I drove
subscribing.
my dad's car. I got to drive
And
Pearson's
love
car. You drove Benny
Crystal,
Parsons' car. And
if I
now
didn't say
you get
those
to
names.
drive maybe the ultimate. The man from Sardis, South Carolina, Timmonsville, Cale Yarborough, who was an owner of yours. You know, Cale was such a tough competitor, somebody that we all looked up to. We grew up in.
Ain't you able to just
grew up
stream
in
the
garage area
DD12
watching him
streams?
race
I'm
my
not sure what that
dad.
means.
Your dad was always there in the garage. It's just, it brings it full circle for you. What else are you adding tomorrow that's going to make it a little bit more special?
Fast
Yeah, a little more special. They actually found one of Cale's helmets
Hey,
that I'm
he's
going to
one
be
lap
wearing
down.
as I
Only
do
one
that.
lap down
just a
for
tremendous
Fast
day
Pasta.
and tremendous honor tomorrow afternoon, guys.
KP, you mentioned Timmonsville, North Carolina, just 20 minutes from here. And as a kid,
Another caution to get
Cale
Fast
Yarborough
Pasta
used to
back on
sneak
the
into
lead
this
lap.
racetrack. And then think about it. come here and
Here we
win
go.
the 78
Here we
Southern
go. Green
500.
flag. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go
Dreams come
racing,
true.
boys.
Let's see if Creed can finish this one off. It's Creed and Bell making up the front row, and
Denny's not in this
stage
race.
3 is underway.
Great start by Bell on the inside. Will Creed be able to hold them off by rolling the top? They're going to be too wide on that very narrow exit of turn 2.
Creed ran him down the racetrack a little bit, tried not to give him any room. Now, almost
Never heard of that.
touching fenders as Bell surges ahead into 3.
It's the same thing we saw on the last restart. 20 is able to drive into turn 3 with so much pace.
Now you're Bell and you have control of the race with 50 laps to go. That is 2 lifetimes on a set of Goodyear tires. So you really
This is the beginning
have
of
to settle
stage
in,
3.
drive
It was a
wall
caution
out your
for the
rear.
end of
Only
stage.
Run as hard as you need to keep control of the race.
Especially in this
SVG
situation
almost
where
in the
we've seen
top
car
10.
Not be good at the end of long runs. Really save hard.
Allmendinger, he's trying to take the position. Hill just in front of him, but Cole Custer in that 0-0 is making the outside work.
There are a lot of very talented pit crew members up and down pit road, but no crew in the Xfinity Series, in my opinion, is more valuable than that of the 21 of Austin Hill. Every single week, when he has great cars, they protect it. When he has average cars, they make them look better.
Cole Custer
Once
and
again, now he's up to
Allgaier
third,
making a run
purely
here
on
for
pit
4th.
stops.
Allmendinger's fallen all the way back to 6th. Restarted 3rd. We'll see if that car is set up for the longer run as Kligerman in the 48, a little bit slower and challenged now by Chandler
Wrecked
Smith
the
in
top
the 81.
20. Thank you,
Trying to roll
Kirby.
the
Thank
outside, keep momentum here. Going to protect that spot. Oh, got loose on the exit.
Chandler Smith once again to the outside.
Two, Jesse Love recovering after starting in the back. He's side by side with SVG. Right behind SVG, you also have that 88 of Quapple. Had a quiet day. Nice day for Quapple. He's had a bunch of runs in that 88, but a little bit quiet day so far.
Carson, a young one, still learning, 21 years old, out of Mooresville, North Carolina. SVG, we had mentioned, second time to this intermediate racetrack and wanting to learn and improve. Well, he finished 15th here earlier in the year. He's running 11th right now. Is that an improvement? Or does he feel like he should be further up in the top 10?
Well, I think it's an improvement, and I think he should be happy with the improvement. Does he want to be running better? Of course he does. He's a world-class race car driver trying to learn a new skill. But it's not going to happen
Put Hamlin in
overnight.
charge of NASCAR when he's done.
I think he understands that.
Sheldon Creed trying to get
with the 88 decides to do
P3.
too wide in front of him. He backs off on entry, really out of the frame. He
Him and
backed
Austin
off so
Hill.
much. Now he's going to gas it up, trying to roll to the outside of that 97. What I think he's trying to do, fill that spot.
Yeah, that's good.
Love cleared SVG, and then SVG tried the crossover move to get to the inside. Now let's see if he can keep the momentum up and stay in that gap. Quapple is going to put some pressure on him now as they go down the backstretch.
That was a great job by Quapple to recognize that.
Keep on trying to get to 400
SVG
like
was gonna be
Shaw.
slow on corner exit, trying to make that pass. Dave.
Second Xfinity Series start here for the blue and white 88 driver, Carson Quapple. And it's really about learning. We know that he hasn't run that many Xfinity Series races. One of the things that can really help you is a spotter who doesn't just call clear or you're to his outside or someone's to your inside, but someone who can coach you. What other drivers are doing, what you've seen over time, and that's TJ Majors for Carson. When I talked to him earlier today, he said TJ has really helped me understand what to do here, what not to do. And as they've had a couple of pit stops, now they can even tune the car a little bit more to Carson's liking, running in 13th.
Christopher Bell running away with this
And just a
almost
moment
2.5
ago,
second
the 18
lead.
of Creed had some debris on the grill. And Steve, we normally see that at high-speed tracks like Daytona, Talladega, but he used the car in front of him to get rid of that debris just like we normally see at tracks.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had to let the 21 go to get behind him for second position, but think that was the only option, Kim. That big piece of debris.
NASCAR don't want Hamlin. They don't like the
Absolutely,
truth.
the engine temperature was rising, hit 285 with the debris on the grill. Sheldon was a little frustrated because the 20 of Christopher Bell, he didn't feel like he was backing up to them to help him, so then he had to let Hill by in order to get that debris off. The debris is off now, so the temperature is going down for Sheldon Creed.
Well, I understand the 18's frustration, but if I'm Bell, I'm not backing up as the leader either. I know I want to help you out as a teammate, and I know you're full-time in the Xfinity Series, but I'm leading this race here. I can't come back to you. I don't know how close or how much firepower the 21 has. I don't need to give him time.
Then you will change the rule where you don't have to complete so many races.
It out to 2.5 seconds and about 0.3 a lap faster. Really no need to run that quick and hurt the tires.
Christopher Bell out front here at Darlington.
All right. Appreciate everybody being here. We're going to go crank it up here. There's Chase. Damn Cup drivers. Dominating here. Buster. Yeah, Bell. Woo! Oh, I think I heard Spain. I think she's home. When they're in it, just hurts the people that are trying to get into the playoffs. You're right. And that's why they're not allowed in the playoffs either. No Cup drivers in the trucks or Xfinity when the playoffs start. Christopher Bell, Sheldon Creed, and Christopher Bell, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, P3. I don't know why these numbers stick like this. Tom would rather see them in the playoffs and let us get into the playoffs. That would be interesting. Corey Hine making a pit.
Corey Hine, the problem is that he is now a lap down. See if he can stay just one or if he'll end up going two.
Thank you so
As
much,
we see
Ken.
Creed has made the pass on Hill, so he takes second back. And the window net strap is flopping on the
When is Puerto Rico coming? I don't know about that.
Is that distracting? Do you see that as a driver?
You probably do, but I don't think it's much of a distraction. I think he's right now he's just focused on trying to find a way to get back to Christopher Bell.
Wow, and sliding.
Well, and every time you slide, that just takes a little bit out of the tires. As now you see the 21 catches the 45 and a tough time on the exit of 2. Custer trying to take advantage. He will
Custer.
have speed to enter.
Trying to go for
We're hearing there's
P3
maybe a piece
here.
of debris on the grill of the 21, but I don't know if that's enough to need to get behind somebody.
Marty?
So they're trying to see what the temperature is in the car. They asked Austin Hill, is that affecting what you're doing? And he hasn't really answered the team yet, but he's lost
like Lightning McQueen.
in the last few
Look at
months.
Allgaier trying to go around
right now.
Austin Hill. He's trying to get on Austin Hill.
Well, but I don't know, is that much that debris concern you there, Steve? Andy Street is certainly asking about it.
I mean, I would definitely inquire about our temperatures, but, you know, make sure the driver's not ignoring his water gauges. Let him know that he has a little bit of debris there. He's losing quite a few spots. I think he's trying to get a run time. That looked like the piece came off right there behind the 7.
You know, multiple times today we've seen cars catch a slower car on the exit of 2 and really lose a lot of momentum. It's something you really got to start paying attention to later in the run when tires start to wear out and
Take a look at it.
larger difference in speed between one car and another. We've seen races lost here.
Oh, yeah,
for
look at that.
Exact same reason. The 21 continue to fall backwards.
Yeah, the 21 is definitely struggling with more than just potential debris on the grill. And you look at the gap at the front, it's now under 3.5 seconds. The 20's in relatively clean air, Jeff. So the question is, did he run too hard or does he have to move up? He's been running the bottom of 3 and 4, which seems to not be as good on old tires versus the 18 of Creed running the top. Here's a battle between 48 of Kligerman and the 17 of Chase Elliott.
Well, it's back to 8th. Kligerman running 9th. And Marty, what's going on with Bell?
He's cruising. That's what's going on with Bell with 31 laps now, 30 laps to go here at Darlington. So, Jeff, I hear what
Trying
you're
to get around
saying
Jesse
about
Love now.
We probably shouldn't get too far out for the 20 car of Christopher Bell. But I also know Stevie Reeves, his spotter, a veteran Cup Series spotter, said, make sure you're taking care of your stuff. At what point, Steve, do you just trust your Cup Series driver?
So Haley was right. 15 cars just
we
jumped.
have asked, and you're not getting too far out there.
Well, I'd like to see some more pace out of the 20, and I'm hoping it's the top of 3 and 4 that does it. Because right now, the 18 of Creed is hands down faster. Each and every lap, Creed has knocked off 2 or 3 tenths of a second. That lap, they match lap time when Bell goes to the top. So I know we trust experience, but at a track like this where there's so little, such a small amount of grip, and he's used to having that digital dash that gives you lap times. It gives him more information.
Puerto Rico in the house.
This Xfinity car, does he know what's too hard or what's sliding around too much?
Yeah, and I don't trust his car. I mean, we have seen at the end of every run.
Can he do it?
His car has fallen off massively, and this is going to be a longer run than what he's been running. The car that I think can come from a long way back is the 7 car. He continually
bad car, bad crew races.
Faster. And you would think 4.5 seconds back is too much, but when you start losing
28 to
a
go here
lap on old tires here, a guy all the way back like the 7 car could come up and win this race, as well as Cole Custer.
And they've got another set of tires if a caution comes out.
Yeah, they all have tires left in the pit. So if there's a yellow at this point, you absolutely put new tires on the car.
SVG once again really close to the back bumper. This time it's Kligerman that he's trying to clear.
It's top 10 right there for Shane. So keep talking about his improvement, learning. There's no harder racetrack than
top
this
20 would be
right
great
here.
today.
So good
Need
job,
another
SVG.
caution here.
Moving back from that WeatherTech on board to Kligerman. SVG in the top 10. Christopher Bell with a 2.5 second lead over Creed.
All right, let's ride along with SVG. I don't know why these keep on resetting like this, but right along with Christopher SVG here. We're cranking up. As you can see, his glass is broke. You just have the Hamlin in your head problem. SVG in P10. got to get around Jesse Love. He should get black flag for that. Someone looked like there was somebody in the wall up there. The 15 is a curse. He's catching Jesse Love. Chase Elliott, okay. Chase riding that wall there.
Pressure on tires in his situation. The other big challenge for the 20 is that as you catch traffic, it is much harder on old tires to just clear them, right? Everything takes a little bit longer, and you mentioned how you catch them and where you catch them. So as he exits turn 2, and we kind of look at the whole back straightaway in front of him, there's 6 cars that, you know, while he's faster than, he's going to have to either get out of his preferred lane or time where he catches them.
At this racetrack, there's times that you're looking, especially in 1 and 2, you're looking at those cars. You don't even, you're just trying to set them up to pass them into turn 3. If you catch them too quickly, it gets you in all kinds of trouble. Now, Christopher Bell has the experience to manage that. But again, Creed about 2/10 faster that lap. Look at all of it. This is what you talked about, Steve. Christopher Bell, one of the very best we have, but it's still a challenge.
SVG trying to catch him.
He works his way down the backstretch, and earlier, Kim, we saw the aid of Sammy Smith get into the wall. Everything okay with that car?
Well, there's been a couple hiccups today. They needed a solid day. They've had it. He's running 6th. Also scored stage points in both stages. But again, there have been a couple of hiccups. That last stop under caution, slow on the left rear, and then his cool suit has failed. They tried to alleviate it with an ice pack under caution. Take a listen to the radio.
Will, you can't give me a big bag. We gotta have some common sense. How in the am I gonna hold a giant bag of ice? 10-4, we'll get together.
So again, Sammy's cool suit failed. They gave him a bag of ice. Apparently the bag was too big to Sammy's liking. Adam Wall, the crew chief, got on the radio, said, Sammy, we've had 2 good stages. Keep calm, carry on. We can finish this.
She wants to know when I'm firing up the grill.
Kim, a moment ago, Steve surmised that something might be going
when it's not
on
100
with
degrees.
Austin Hill, who has lost more spots. At the time, he was battling for 5th. Now he's back to 10th. What's going on? Listen in.
Really tight, really loose. Kind of doing everything wrong. Like
He sounds angry.
Where I run. If I run one spot, I'm tight. If I run another lane, I'm extremely loose, sideways driving.
And as we speak, he said, I think I might have a tire going down. So the pit crew did their job on the last stop. They gained him 4 spots, but the stage 3 since then has not been good for this 21 team.
Well, and a moment ago, you've got Chase Elliott in the 17, Austin Hill in the 21. Watch Chase pass him. But then as soon as he slides up the racetrack, what's Austin Hill going to do?
Boink.
He's going to let him know. I'm still back here.
Yeah, a little
Austin
bit
Hill
of
gave him a little push.
Just the cars driving so poorly.
Yeah, finally. Yep, it's coming.
Hill getting into the
17 to go.
There as we've got A.J. Allmendinger still tracking after Cole Custer. Custer running 4th, Allmendinger 5th. The gap now between Bell and Creed, 1.6 seconds. So that gap has almost gone away. and coming up on 15 laps to go in this race.
We've never had a caution-free final stage here at Darlington, closing up to 15 to go. You wonder, are we going to have a 15-lap shootout?
There's some storms.
With
we'll
these
see.
two trying to race each other, or will we have a caution? Everyone is slipping and sliding as you see.
They need to zoom in on these two cars.
Off the right rear of the 20, right up against the fence. The 18 just looks more comfortable on the wall. Another 0.2 of a second.
Was there enough time? That's the question.
Oh, there's zero doubt in my mind Creed's going to get there. No doubt. The question is, already slipping and sliding, nearly out of control Bell, does he have anything to battle against the 18?
Creed had a little bit of trouble getting by this lap car. I think that's going to hurt him this lap.
Christopher Bell's a second and a half.
Contact there, maybe off of 2.
And now no cars between first and second. Bell and Creed, 1 and 2. Bell, his only other start this year at New Hampshire, he was first, and Creed finished second to him.
And there's a little bit of cat and mouse here as well. If Creed can get close enough to Bell, can you force him into a mistake? Or if you're Bell and you can keep it stretched, can you kind of force the chaser to overdrive his car?
Yeah, what's so important for Creed right now, and it's very easy to say up here, don't try too hard. Maximize your lap.
Oh,
if you get step over, that's 0.3 of a second right there.
Yeah, I think if I'm on the radio to Creed, to your point, Jeff, I'm reassuring him he's getting there no problem. Like, don't feel like you have to. Matt says you're going to get there with tons of time. So no more than the car gives you.
In your brain,
I don't know why they're showing Ryan Sieg.
12
He's an
to go,
18.
13 to go. It's time to push the trigger.
Show the
make
leaders.
something happen, but you're so much faster. You see how much faster you are. You still have to remain patient.
Not to mention those 11 second place finishes.
12 to go here.
Now, he's embraced it. He said, you know what? I want to win, but second's pretty good, and I'll take 11 of them.
All right, the other thing you have to start doing is how am I going to pass this guy? Where is it that I am going to be able to take advantage of his car? Because clearly he's lost control of it. Where is my car good and his car is bad? Corner entry
Sheldon
is
Creed.
It looks like to me Creed can
Trying
be
to get
more
the battle
aggressive.
cam back here. 1 second, y'all.
Jeff, I know you got your hands full driving your own car, but can you watch, like right now, is he watching Bell and saying, man, he is really loose off 4, I could take advantage of him there? Or can you look at another driver and find those weaknesses?
Yes, but at the same time, you're at the racetrack. Of every racetrack in the country, this is the one that you have to focus on yourself the most. So, because it's so easy to make a mistake. And as you start to catch him, it's going to be a little more difficult.
Where's
You're
the
gonna
dinger? He's
start
in
to get in that
P5.
position where he starts to take air away from your car. You're going to lose a little bit of downforce. That's when it's going to get more difficult.
Last time through 1 and 2, it looked to me that the 18 ran almost
There's
half a
18.
lane lower. And I think it's purely for that air you're talking about. Let's see if it happens again.
He does not have it on board.
1 and 2. They both kind of enter the same. This time it's the opposite. The 20's low, the 18 goes to the wall, and the 18's going to stay on that wall, that high, kind of Denny Hamlin-esque exit.
And I love that move. I think that was a way better approach to this.
It's 0.3 of a second.
Oh, look at him!
Coming up on 9
Look at him!
laps
Oh,
to
he
go
blocked!
here at Darlington.
Bell in the wall.
And look how close the 18 is now.
Now all the pressure's on
Lord.
Bell. He knows the 18's better. He has run him down from a long way back.
18!
Looks to the inside. He's got clean air on the nose. Now right up against the back bumper. Here comes the 18. Creed's
And
going to
Sheldon
pass him.
Creed finally
Coming out of
went
2,
one.
Creed's leading at Darlington.
Bell just has nothing left, nothing to fight with. He's got to give it
I
a
think you
shot.
see low,
Fires to the inside,
Denny
but
Hamlin.
as long as the 18 doesn't overdrive the middle, it should be an easy corner exit for the
10
18
laps to
Creed.
go and pulling away.
Back into the gas goes Bell. 8 laps remaining.
Oh, here comes Bell.
Tony Hirschman is spotter. Tons of experience. I think now is when it's very important to help keep Sheldon Creed focused. Here it is. You said it. Bell has nothing to fight with. Creed drives in the corner, gets to his rear bumper, and already Bell's out of control.
He got
But
Bell
now,
loose.
Live, the 18 is nearly in the wall off turn 4. That's
Oh
what you
my
can't have
gosh.
happen. You mentioned it.
SVG
Coach him
to
back
7.
a little bit.
7 to go. 92 previous starts for
fed up
Sheldon
with second.
Creed, and 11 times he has finished second. Looking for that first career win, and could it come at the track too tough to tame?
Race the track. Do not worry about Chris Bell. You have him beaten. Do not give it to him.
Oh, but if there's any track that's the toughest to race, it's this one.
6 to go.
Oh, yeah.
Kim.
And when I talked to Sheldon this morning, he said, this is my favorite track. Winning here would be everything. And in talking about his 11 runner-up finishes, he said,
Creed, the ultimate underdog and dark horse.
I feel like I'm running out of ways to lose them, which means it's got to come sometime, the win he was talking about.
Well, and just that phrasing, ways to lose them. He's finished second. You have to praise what he has been able to do in his career. He's got a second-place finish here.
5 laps to go.
Now 5 laps to go.
16
And
slow. This is exactly what.
Uh-oh.
Big damage to the right
The
front. We have
dinger.
the 16 slow on the racetrack. We have traffic in front of Bell. Let's see what's happened to the 16.
He and Custer have been racing a lot. Custer into the wall, got him slowed down. Allmendinger didn't judge it correctly.
No.
And
no.
Caution comes out.
Caution. Oh, my
There will
gosh.
be another restart.
No.
All right, Steve, it is going to be, overtime.
Oh,
a big hit there for
Oh,
Allmendinger.
the
Yeah, we kinda
digger.
got to it late, and Jeff and I were both wondering why there was a yellow, because he looked like he was just slow, but we didn't see
Oh,
this.
hit that like
huge
button.
hit
Try to
for
get
the
the 4 to
16 of
likes. Hit that
Allmendinger,
subscribe,
going in the middle
too.
of 1 and 2. Forces the caution. Now, without a doubt, it's tires for everybody. It's going to be all on the pit crew. And remember, Creed has led on the restart, and Bell has passed him on new tires. So it's not just pit crew, but adjustments. No more long run. No more safe tires. No more how does your car hold on.
Are
Air
you
pressure
kidding
up,
me?
Maybe some wedge in. Whatever you can do to add total grip to your race
digger?
car. If you can afford tape, put it on. Downforce matters.
Are you kidding
Everything.
me?
This is basically a sprint.
Oh
of the
my
finishes you get at
gosh.
Darlington.
And I also think mindset matters. Sheldon Creed cannot get in his head, they don't want me to win. Everything keeps going against me. You can't think like that. You still have to stay positive. You have to say, all right, I'm going to get to battle Christopher Bell, a cup winner, a guy that could win cup championships. I have the privilege to go race him for a win. You can't let doubt creep into you.
Let's listen into the 20 radio of Bell.
You'll probably have some guys that stay, so it's going to get interesting. I don't know. That's starting up there with him. We got a shot at it. What do you think?
Thank you, Jay Hart.
No, I don't want to stay out.
I agree with Christopher Bell. So there are 24 cars in the lead lap. I think what the crew chief's thinking, someone's going to throw a Hail Mary and try to do all these things. New tires wins this race. If you start anywhere inside the top 15, as wide as this track is, I would say from 20th, you pass everyone in 2 laps. It's that big
Creed
of
is
an
about to
advantage.
find another way.
The tires are here. I mean, I think you could run the apron a second or 2 seconds faster than cars on these tires. You have to come to pit road. The other conversation as I read all these radios is what do you need for 2 laps? Just 2 laps. Your car's going to drive quite a bit differently. I agree with Bell. I would rather lose with new tires than sit out there and get run over.
47 laps on tires, you have to pit. If somebody stays out on old tires, they'll be running 15th by the time they get to turn 1.
If not backwards.
Yeah, I just don't see any way you can't pit.
Absolutely. Totally agree. It's not even a question. You know, some tracks you would say 2 tires an option. I don't feel that's an issue here. The left rear tire completely wears out.
Here we go.
There is so much pressure right now on these pit crews because, as you mentioned, tires are going to win this race. And the fastest guys to get off of pit road
Christopher Bell, remember, he's in that front
after
stall.
a successful 4-tire stop is going to put you in position to where you can command the restart.
Don't look like a good pit stop to me.
And here they come to you, Kim.
And this will be the money stop. Everybody hoping for something solid. You see Cole Custer, top left, just overall grip he needs. It's going to be 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel, Sheldon Creed, just a little free in. Looks a little slow, though, on the right side of that change. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco.
Christopher Bell's the
or
front
actually,
spot.
No Sunoco fuel, Dave.
4 Goodyear tires for Justin Allgaier. He can afford tape on the grill. He's got engine temperature room for that. Marty.
Christopher Bell.
Yeah, I'm saying that was slow.
Allen, I need to be freed up for this restart. Now it's up to the 20 team. Can they beat their teammates? The 18 off pit road. The clean stop so far.
15
for the 20 bunch.
second
Bell
pit stop.
has been
That's
very
too
good.
slow.
He said the car was not really bad on that last run. You see the 18 coming down pit road to Bell. Bell's left, and there goes Christopher Bell. Looks like Christopher Bell will leapfrog his teammate here on pit road.
More than just his teammate, the 18 of Creed. Just an
Creed comes
awful
out
stop.
third.
They lost 2 spots. It looked like very slow on the right rear. Let's take a look exactly what happens. He comes in on his mark, just like you need the driver to do.
Let's go to Darlington tomorrow.
Right rear slow off, slow on. Jackman waits as long as he can. He goes to the left side. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but you get a little behind on the right rear, and that's it. You see the frustration. They know their driver put themselves in position to win. They had this crew right here had 2 of the fastest 3 stops of the entire day. They have been nearly perfect all day, but it's really easy to kick a field goal in practice. It's really easy or easier to kick a field goal in the first half. That game-winning field goal, the one where you know everybody's on you, that's the hardest time because much like a driver, Jeff, you almost try too hard.
Well, look, clearly this is not what
15
Sheldon
seconds,
Creed
that's
needed
not how
by
you win a
any
race.
means. But stay in the game. Anything can happen at Darlington. We've seen many times at Darlington crazy things happen. It is not what he needed at all. But this race is not over. There is still a lot of things that are going to happen here.
So we've mentioned second place finishes for Creed. Let's take a look at the last 2 for him. A late restart at Loudon. He finished second to Christopher Bell.
Taking my son to his first race tomorrow. My first at Darlington, awesome,
late
accessible.
Restart, he finishes second to all
Good
guys.
times. Oh, Sheldon
Pit
Creed.
stop gets him off of pit road.
Always
third.
a bridesmaid,
They will
never
go
a
to the
bride.
choose. He'll start in the second row.
My gosh.
You choose the outside for
Thumbs
that
up.
second row.
Thumbs up.
Bell probably will take
Hit that
the
like
outside.
button for us.
I think he's just got to look and see where
I think we'll just sit back and watch this one here.
Look at this pit stop. You talk about the bad stop from Creed's
You'll be
team.
there. Accessible, Ricky
But Bell's
says.
team stepped up.
SPG
at
at
the right
8.
stop at the right time. And one thing
Creed
Steve,
gonna
that's happened
dive
in
bomb,
the
dump
Xfinity
someone.
Series is the single lug in Cup has greatly affected these teams because typically
Rooting against
you
Bell
would see
for
Cup
sandbagging
teams
Busch at Daytona.
You know, because they both had 5 lugs.
He did.
It's essentially the exact same car. That's not the case anymore. And so we've seen much more inconsistent pit stops on Saturdays because of that influence.
Well, you asked where they were going to choose. I think if I'm Creed, I line up behind Bell. Wherever Bell lines up, I'm just going to assume he's going to get the best jump. I want to go with him. So let's take a look. Bell takes the top. If I'm Creed, I take the top behind Bell, which is what he does.
It looks like there's a lot of parking.
Chance, right, is to follow the. You got to assume the leader of the race is going to get the best jump. So you got to follow him through into second and then try to figure it out.
We haven't talked a lot about Cole Custer. He's going to start on the inside of row 1 in a 2-lap shootout. He's got a shot at this thing. Let's listen in to the 18 radio, a little pep talk here before this final restart.
Good job. It's okay.
We're all good here, bud. We're still in this. I know you can do it. We got the best car out there, best driver, Darlington. Let's go do it.
There you go. And that was Creed that started off, saying, good job, guys.
Well, listen, I understand Creed where he's at, but I do agree when they say they have the best driver at Darlington. What he has done here before, and that long run he just made was super impressive. Just the question is, when you take a car and it comes down to 2 laps
You want
with all
to
this grip, Jeff,
pin that bottom guy down to the center of 1 and 2.
That's kind of gone at this point.
Here we go.
All these guys have
Let's
made
go.
Well, look at the stat.
What
With
happens?
the pass in the final 3 laps. Daytona, you expect. Talladega, you expect, but not Darlington. And the reason I said earlier anything can happen is because of this. Because Cole Custer is going to be doing all he can to win the race. Is there going to be contact with he and
Here we
Christopher
go.
Bell? We don't know what's getting ready to happen. Stay in the game, Creed.
Come on, camera guy.
2 out of turn 4. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank.
Oh, Creed's not going to do anything here. Look at Custer.
A great restart.
Look at Chase.
0 of Cole Custer. He throws it into turn number 1. But Bell on the outside. He's going to clear and come
White
off
flag.
the 2. Oh, and contact's made. They slide down the racetrack.
Yep. I'll see you, Chase.
Now, Bell back to the high side. Custer
My goodness.
down low.
My
Reed
pick's going to
still
win
in
it, baby.
striking position. White flag goes in the air one more time around. Bell with a 1 car length advantage.
Here we go. White flag, checker flag.
Custer now 2 car lengths back. Bell pulling away down the backstretch.
Let's go, C-Bell.
Was made on the first lap after the restart. And Bell now coming out of turn 4. It's going to be his first Darlington win in the Xfinity Series. Christopher
That 20
Bell
car, baby.
is going to win at the track too tough to tame.
Attaboy, driver. Way to go. Great work, pit crew. Excellent job.
Tip of the cap to Tyler Allen, too, by the way. That's win number 7 for the 20 team this year.
NASCAR's rigged.
Take another look at the restart.
Yeah, you can see everybody really
Almost
did a
to
nice
500
job
likes.
on the
Let's see if we
start.
get to 500 likes.
A lot of
Got
pushing and shoving
1,900
right
people in here. See if you get us to 500 likes.
Zero Custer, a good run. And then right here, there's some contact. And they both run down the racetrack, and at this point, I think Creed's going to come flying on the outside. Just didn't have enough pace.
Didn't have enough pace, and I can assure you that is the lowest angle the 20 or the 00 have entered.
Yes,
Look at this.
night race.
They are 5 lanes down the racetrack, turning back to the wall to turn in the corner. We talk about simulating, engineering, and all of this. That's race car driving right there. There's nothing about what they just
we'll
did
get it.
that was
We're ready.
better. It was just an amazing talent behind the wheel of the 20 and the 00. They both made it through
Hey,
turns
fast
3 and 4.
pasta. Last car on the lead lap.
What a drive. And I agree with Chris with great pit stop. Right?
Thank
I
you
know
for
the
the
18
sub.
had their issues, but if the 20 doesn't have a great stop, then the 00's controlling this race.
And the best car on short runs won, right? He had the fastest car on short runs. He got what he needed. He was in trouble with the long run, but he got the pit stop and got the short run. Christopher Bell makes it happen.
It's tough to find victory lane in the Xfinity Series in 2024. You see the gloves coming off of Sheldon Creed. A 3rd place finish for him and a celebration for Bell.
Man, oh man. Poor Sheldon Creed, man. Gosh. Yeah, always a bridesmaid.
And Christopher Bell collects the checkered flag, gives it to a fan out there. Wow, what a finish here in Darlington. Let's talk about that overtime finish. The contact from Cole Custer, how did you keep your car in line after it?
I don't know. I really need to see a replay of it. That was wild for sure. And Darlington's just such a tough racetrack. And off of 2, whether you're on the bottom or the top, it like flushes you to the wall, and then you kind of get a little bit of a wiggle coming down. So once again, I feel terrible for Sheldon, you know, to essentially win the race, pass me on the long run there, and then lose the lead on pit road is a big bummer. But really, really happy to win this in the Sport Clips Camry. Tyler Allen, what can I say, man? He's been killing it this year, and I'm just lucky I get to drive for him.
You had a great car, but how much more rewarding is this win, knowing what you guys had to overcome today?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like our car was really good on the short run. Obviously, the 18 Sheldon was really good on the long run. So, unfortunately for him, the race played out differently, and fortunately for us, we got another shot at it.
And your pit crew helped out too.
Right. That's right. Yeah, those guys.
Thank you,
those guys
Steven,
won us
as
the
well.
race, and without them, I'm not going to win the race. So, thank you to the pit crew as well.
Christopher Bell, a winner at Darlington. Dave, that makes him 2 for 2 in Xfinity Series wins here this year.
Sheldon Creed standing by.
Here's Sheldon Creed.
Shaking your head. You can't believe it, can you?
No, I lost one the same way a few years ago here. This has always been a really good place for me, and I've always loved racing here. Man, I don't know what to do to be any better than that. I feel like I put in one of my best performances today. And yeah, I love my pit crew, and they do a great job for us. So I can't blame that on them that we just got beat on pit road today. So bummer.
And they had two of the fastest pit stops on the day.
Blame
You
your
knew
crew,
that,
exactly.
and you knew you wanted to win at this place. that's so historic and where you're so good?
Yeah, I don't even know what the caution was for, but it just, man, it's a bummer. I'm so proud of everyone at Jacobs Racing on this 18 team, friends of Jacqueline, Toyota. I took a chance on myself, and we brought all the money we could. I'm literally not even making $1 this year, so it just hurts when they get away like that, and especially here at one of my favorite places.
Next week, Rick. Next week.
And Dave, that is the perfect analogy of thrill of victory and agony of defeat.
All right. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. All right, y'all. We hit 21K today. We hit 20,000 2 weeks ago, and we didn't get a pie to the face. So here we go, everybody. We're gonna come back and look at the screen here, but just hang tight here. We're gonna do the pie to the face here. Spain is ready. What? Hold on. We got to go to the regular one. Here we go. Okay. All right, there's one. Next one.
Now say go dogs.
There you go. Ah. There you go. 2 pies to the face for 20,000 and 21,000. Ta-da! Thank you, everybody who got us to 21K over the last 3 weeks. Okay, here's one girl. There you go. So, hope you guys, everybody enjoyed that. Yeah. We're going to go back to the regular thing because they're still showing the cams. Oh, just went on the floor. Oh. All right. Well, Christopher Bell wins it. My prediction. Great run. Let's listen in here.
Smith, no cool suit, hot day, finished 5th, plus 10 points. You look back over a whole season. It takes a whole season to make the playoffs, but this might be one they have circled if they're fortunate enough to make it in a few more weeks, Jeff.
Yeah, he came in 15 points behind, leaving 10 points ahead. Parker Kligerman, he came in 44 points to the good, still 44 points to the good. I'd say he'd be happy with that.
Another tough day for Sheldon Creed. You say tough day, a 3rd place finish, but he has been oh so close to getting that first win. Let's go to the Peacock Pit Box with DJ and KP. And Marty.
Thank you, Rick. Terrific call. The end of the race there. What a wild finish it was with somehow Christopher Bell coming through with this. So, Kyle,
Sports
how
Kim's
in the
car
world,
wins the Sports Clip race.
I'll ask you what Kim asked Christopher Bell after the race. How in the world did they not wreck on the backstretch after that restart?
So I'm kind of with Christopher Bell. I don't know. Let me see it. And that's what he said. He had no clue. But I think the fascinating part when you watch it was that he and Cole Custer got together, but they didn't lose any ground to the 18 of Creed. Creed never gained on him. You would think at this point in time, Creed is catching up, going to be blowing by him. No, Creed got a run on him, but he couldn't do anything with it. So that was the fascinating part to me. They just misjudged at that point in time, but I said it in the pre-race.
How about we say that Creed's crew only got a 15-second pit stop, and Cole Custer, who was in P2, had a 13.5 pit stop. Christopher Bell was in the P1 spot on pit road, so there's the difference on you winning or losing. But let's go Bell. That's right, Kimbro. So, all right, let's take a look. Too much cream in the pie. Need more substance. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the field rundown. Christopher Bell wins it. My pick for winning it in the 20 car. Another 20 car victory with a cup driver in it. Amazing with that 20 car. 13.5 pit is good. Good point, CeeLo. Right. I mean, 15 seconds, 13.5. There's your difference. There's why Sheldon Creed wasn't battling for the lead. And he was too far behind to close when those guys went low. So that was another thing. Cole Custer second, Sheldon Creed third, Chase Elliott fourth, Sammy Smith fifth, Jesse Love 6th. Shane SVG. Look at that top 10 for SVG. Chandler Smith 8th. Austin Hill just kind of faded back. Alligator wins in the spring, does not win this time. Joe Graff Jr. in that 19 car is always strong. And Chastain, top 12. That 92. Parker Klingerman in 13th. Carson Hovel in 14th. Noah Gregson in 15th. 16th, Josh Williams. 17th, Jeff Burton. Ryan Sieg, 18th. Matt Benedetto in 19th. Brendan Poole, 20th. Ryan Ellis, 21st. Kyle Sieg, 22nd. Leland Honeyman, 23rd. David Starr, 24th. Corey Heim, a top 25. And I think I got some in my eye. And then Anthony Alfredo, Fast Pasta. Hey, look at that. Top on the lead lap, 26th. And then there's a car's lap down. Sam Mayer had the lead. Looked like he was going to be strong. And then he's battled back to one lap down. But he was lap down all day long. Brandon Jones, my dark horse pick. He had a wreck. Another bad day for him. Riley Herbst, bad wreck. There had something go wrong with the car on 35th spot. And Joey Logano in that 15 car. AM Racing. Here's your leaders for today. Christopher Bell, 109 laps led. Sheldon Creed had 30. Mayer, like I said, there we had 11 laps in the beginning and the 45 one lap. So our cautions, we didn't really get a chance to pick our cautions today, but we did have 6 cautions. And that is it. So, hey, CeeLo, Bell wins tomorrow also. Get the 20 just for these chumps. All right, so appreciate everybody. On that, we got the pie to the face. We got everything. And I want to thank everybody. And here's Cole Custer really quick.
Differently or need to do differently?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I maybe could have gotten a tick better start, and I think I almost cleared him into one, but it's just hard racing. I mean, it was a lot of fun racing with Christopher there. Just trying to stay in the throttle. You know, I don't know if he came down or I came up off turn 2, but you're just trying to do anything you can to try and clear the other guy off turn 2. So. It was tough racing, hard racing, but it was fun. This place is a blast. I mean, it was so slick today. I mean, the first run, it felt like you were just on ice, on an ice rink. So it was really cool. This Haas Automation Ford Mustang was fast as Xfinity Internet today, and we came back from a lot. We qualified 21st, and just a testament to what this team can do. We can really come back from a lot.
After back-to-back weekends of finishes that weren't to your liking, how important, even though you didn't win today's race, was the performance you guys had today?
Huge. I mean, you kind of starting off feeling like yourself a little bit, so to have a really solid run and, a race where you really came back from a lot of adversity means a lot. So that definitely gives us some confidence going into the next few.
Cole Custer continues his strong stats here at Darlington Raceway.
So, DJ, there were...
All right, so there it is. All right, so we won't have a Xfinity race for 2 weeks. We're going to be gone for the Atlanta race. We'll be gone for the Watkins Glen race. And then we'll be back for Bristol, which I think is the cutoff for the playoffs. They have 2 more races, if I'm right. Am I right about that? 2 more races. You got Atlanta and Watkins Glen, and then Bristol is the final race before the playoffs start for the Xfinity. Is that correct? Make sure someone lets me know that in the chat. I think that is correct. How much experience did Logano get today? Not much. Not much. His engine kind of went after a certain time, but... Stop letting Cup drivers run lower. See y'all tomorrow. Some Cup racing. That's right. We'll be back tomorrow for some Cup racing with the Southern 500 tomorrow night. So make sure you see the stream. Stream will be up later on. And congrats on 21K. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Menace. Appreciate that. And y'all have fun today. See y'all tomorrow. We'll have a good time. And then want to thank my lovely wife, Spain, for, hey, you guys got to see the pie in the face. If you missed the pie in the face, scroll back just a little bit. You'll see 2 pies in the face for celebrating 21K and 20,000 2 weeks ago. But nobody knows on the thing. Here's Chase Elliott. Chase.
I've been struggling at this place really bad. So, I honestly used a lot of the event just to try to work on myself and better myself for tomorrow, and really appreciate the opportunity from Greg and everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, HendrickCars.com, Rick, everybody for letting me do that. That's a nice luxury to have. Not everybody has that. So thankful for that opportunity, and I feel like I picked up a couple things that will hopefully help us tomorrow. We'll see. We're going to need it. We've got a long ways to go. So really, proud of the effort, though. Pit stops were great, and that was what, earned us a good finish there at the end, was was the boys on pit road. So I really appreciate their effort.
We talk about how little translates anymore. So is Darlington the most reps-friendly place if you can run on Saturday?
I kind of think so, personally, and you can tell that by how many guys are in the field today, too. So, Darlington's Darlington, and my struggles here have been universal from car to car. So we'll see tomorrow.
So, Dave.
All right, that is. All right, thank my lovely wife, Spain, for all you do, baby. I love you. I want to thank my mods for moderating, my members for giving their hard-earned money back to the channel. My members, thank you so much. And I want to thank you guys for watching. If there wasn't anything for you guys, there would be no CeeLo. We appreciate you. So thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for the big race. And then we'll get back to Xfinity racing in about 3 weeks. So we'll see you then at Bristol on a Friday night. And I guess that's the cutoff race. No one knows, but we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Time to go take a shower now and go do some shopping with Spain. See you guys. Peace out. Go Braves tonight. Beat those Phillies. See ya.
We'll be right back.